There we are, and we are live.
Hi everyone!
Good evening. Can you hear us?
Everyone out there?
Someone in the chat just said that you can hear us okay. Always really important.
Oh, it's really, really important.
Hey, there we go. Truck in here. Truck says hi.
Hello, Truck.
Yay, there we go.
Hi,
Yes, there we
everyone.
go. So people can hear us. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Good evening, morning, nighttime, way I used to up. I don't know, whatever time zone you're in. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. This was a bit of an unexpected live stream, really.
Yeah.
Obviously, due to the unfortunate circumstances.
Current circumstances.
No conventions or anything now, sadly. So
we thought we'd connect with our channel.
we thought we'd come and give every one of you a virtual hug tonight.
Yeah, pretty much. That's literally what we're doing. Virtual hug.
Definitely.
Just everyone to give you a little smile.
Yeah, I just hope everyone is keeping safe over there, wherever they are, might they well. Really, this is kind of a... Previously I've done question and answer sessions, and we've kind of taken an answer list already. We've not done that this time, so you can actually start asking questions.
No. Go ahead.
Just stick them in. I can see the chat in front of me.
Again, there, as you probably guessed, if anybody saw any of the tweets and stuff, there is a surprise coming. But you're gonna have to wait a couple more minutes for it. That's fine. Don't worry, I'm sure it'll be worth it for everyone. Let's all just settle in and relax, because boy, do we all need to relax.
Yeah, I think what I want to do first is I just want to give a quick late birthday shout out to both Ryuichi and Hermux.
Hi guys.
It was both their birthdays yesterday.
Yeah.
And happy birthday, guys, to anyone who's watching this and it's your birthday now. You get a bonus birthday shout out from me there.
We also know how much it sucks having your birthday when you're all in lockdown. It really, really sucks, but
yeah,
we're all here for you guys. We really are.
We did a virtual birthday party in Animal Crossing.
In Animal Crossing yesterday, that was funny.
Oh dear. We've got the Hoopo behind the camera. We've got Camera Hoop. He is not only Camera Hoop, but he's also monitoring the live feed. So no one do anything bad.
No. I'm gonna peck you.
Or there'll be hell to pay.
My birthday's January, so I've had mine, and the bunnies is also January.
We're right next to each other.
So it works out quite well.
Mine's in February.
So, Hoopo friend. Oh dear. How did we choose Alf soda names, colours and species? I chose Raccoon because I love raccoons after getting addicted to them in Sly Cooper. Colours, he has a line of Transformers Dinobots that are grey, black and gold. That's sort of inspired by colour scheme. You?
Yeah, me? What was the two questions? Sorry. It was
what inspired you?
My colour scheme? Well, my colour scheme comes from a previous character, as it were. I've always had, most of my characters I've always had purple and white in them. My previous character, Fox Convoy, also had purple and white. There obviously might also be a slight reference to a cosplay I used to be very famous for being in Theodore's colour scheme, but the blue is new. And I really, really like it. Name-wise, well, it's kind of a love letter to, again, my previous cosplay for 3 years of Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's. And it is connected in some small way to a character who's in one of the Five Nights at Freddy's books. But the spelling is also from the first ever digital audio book. First ever digital book of the first FNAF book. This particular character was spelled wrongly, as he was spelled like Theodore Roosevelt with an A. So I kind of took that on, and Theodore was born, and now it's completely different.
Sorry, I just saw one of the quick messages that popped up for us from someone saying their birthday's in a few days. Oh. How should they celebrate it in lockdown? It's hard. I will say if you can do a Discord server with your friends, that's a good option. We've been doing a few of them recently, just to try and keep in touch with people.
Absolutely.
And that's helped. If you've got Animal Crossing, or any kind of online game where you can actually meet up with other people, that could be a really good way if you can grab a few people and just kind of hang out there with them.
Yeah, it's really helped. I know it sounds cliche to say, but at the moment there's a reason why everybody's on Animal Crossing, and I think it's not just to do with the gameplay. I think it's to do with being able to connect with people. I mean, it sounds ridiculous. It's turned into a second life without the sex. Basically, it's turned into a way of being able to communicate with our friends, interact, and just be nice to each other, and just in an ideal kind of sanitized world.
Yeah.
With lots of funny, silly things. It's been great.
Oh dear. I think I saw someone ask favorite food, burger or pizza. Pizza.
Depends on the burger. I'll be honest with you. There are some back at home that I wouldn't give a single pizza for. They were absolutely gorgeous. But probably pizza in the UK. Definitely pizza in the UK.
Well, my favourite pizza topping's chicken. Easily chicken. If not, I'll go for pepperoni. But I do like chicken.
Myself, if it's a good chicken supreme, I'll go for it. If it's a bad chicken supreme, I'll go for pepperoni. Simple as that.
Oh dear. Do we use our fursuit to protect ourselves from the virus? No, that's a really bad idea. These are
What's
not.
that?
These are not virus proof. These fursuits. You shouldn't be fursuiting outside at the moment.
Virus proof?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, quite frankly, no.
To be honest, though, it's probably better than some of the masses people are selling out there. So, to be honest.
Touché.
Oh, they're terrible.
Is Sandy the only person that hasn't played Animal Crossing? Maybe. Nah, kidding, Sandy.
No, Gran has.
But if you can get it. It's really worth having.
It is worth buying.
I feel like it's a lot easier to get into than the previous games.
Oh,
it doesn't feel
big
like
time.
like you're being forced to do something and always come back. It's literally it's very leisure of it.
Yeah.
And you just have fun, and it's a lot easier to connect
It's
to other
stress
people.
relieving.
Yeah.
And at the moment, that's all we need. We just need that stress relief.
Oh,
Even if it is shaking a tree for some oranges.
Some.
For an hour. Hey, you got all bells out of it.
So I'm liking Max's question there.
What's
That's
that?
come in. Hypothetical question: if you could make any modification to your fursuit, no matter how much cost was, what would you do? Ooh, good one. I would fit an air conditioning unit in.
Hi,
there
Heart
because
Lily.
It's really, really hot in this fursuit right
Yeah,
now.
liquid cool suit would be fantastic. Although we already know that how expensive that is. I would like ears that moved, depending on your mood and so forth, or
That would
even
be
just the
fun.
way of it. The only problem is I've seen rabbit ones do it before, and they have to be a lot smaller than normal because of the servos. So when technology gets good enough, also a sound system would be excellent, but only in the ears.
Oh dear. Oh yes, a fan room would be so good
Oh,
right now.
God,
Fursuit
yeah.
lounges at furcons are great places to cool off because they're the kerfuzzle one's always amazing. The giant aircraft-sized fans.
Oh yeah.
But no, yeah, I would so go for some fans right now. We don't know where our fan is.
No,
We tried digging it out before the stream. We're actually not quite sure where that is.
then
as
you just hear it.
you may or may not know, it's about 24 degrees over here right now. It's quite toasty, and obviously you've got studio lights on, so
We're gonna do it anyway. We don't care.
that's really toasty.
No, I haven't tried Vegemite, and I never will.
Yeah.
Oh, the coach! Yes, yes, Hearts. The coach trip at Jeffy is really good because the coach always has really good aircon.
Yeah.
And also the faces people as they drive past the coach. I should explain, sorry about that, give some context. So, Just for the Weekend has a part of its con is, rather than have a fursuit walk around the hotel, they get people onto a coach and they take us into the city of Bristol. It's a lot of fun, we all fursuit on the coach and it's brilliant. You sit there on the coach, the aircon's always on and that's lovely.
Oh yeah.
But as you're driving past on the motorway, you get to kind of just see people looking in because people do, and then they look again.
Yeah.
Faces.
You go past Clifton Suspension Bridge, and there's all these tourists and stuff just looking at you, going, "What the hell is going on in that truck?"
I miss Jeffy this year.
Oh, me too.
Everyone come to Jeffy 2021. I'm
Yeah.
doing a game show there. It's got a space theme. It's going to be so cool.
Unfortunately, there won't be any Birds vs Bunnies sequel this year.
No, we've gone for a truce with Birds versus Bunnies for this year.
Just for this year.
Just for this year. Although
We have a greater
I still
enemy this
say
time.
the fact that it's Bunny Day in Animal Crossing means that Nintendo have officially announced that bunnies have won.
No.
I know Zipper is a scary, scary
Last night I heard
motherfucker.
everyone was getting annoyed with Bunny Day.
And yes, he does look a bit like Bonnie.
Tungro asked, have we met anyone famous while in Fursuit? You technically did.
I did.
We know he did. He met, what was it? Was it Gerard Butler?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gerard Butler in Fursuit. Brilliant.
Yeah, that was
and I believe
amazing.
Tungro got to explain to Gerard Butler what furries were. That was fun.
I got to explain some of it as well.
Oh dear. Dare us to do a hot sauce roulette challenge and like, no, that's going to end so bad. Oh my
If we put it on like a straw and just like.
yeah, I don't know how you get it in. I can barely get air in here right now. Breathe.
What's our time?
10 past.
Okay.
Oh dear. Yes, Toxic Owl, your animation was so good. We actually went back and watched it. If you haven't had the chance to, for the record, and don't know what we're on about at all, last year we did a video called Bunnies versus Birds.
Yeah.
It's a big battle for who owns Easter, and we invited lots of bunnies and lots of birds to come and do their own little bit and prove to us why they
Well, it was fantastic.
why they own Easter. And
We had Adler. Adler the Eagle was on our video.
yeah,
that was a
we
big.
had
I got shout
Toxic
out.
Owl did the drawing over several.
Yep, Toxic Owl did a
Malkney
fantastic
did an
one.
animation as well.
Coco.
Nitro did
Coco
one.
Rabbit was on
It
there.
was amazing. It was really cool. And we're doing
Ekron
it
did a
next year.
bit.
Oh, Ekron did some.
Storm
as well.
Griffin was amazing. I
Yeah,
loved what he did
But
there.
I definitely want to get more people involved in videos. So I think, especially once things start
To
looking
get a bit
unlocking,
more normal.
and I probably will. So keep an eye out. I've got a couple of video ideas I've written down. I'm going to actually start sending some surveys out on because the stuff you guys share with me can actually make videos as much as I can make videos. So that's.
It's just the organisation of getting everybody on the same page and getting everything in at the right times. It's the only thing that really kind of needs the organising.
Yeah. I'm trying to say, someone just had what's the word weirdest person that's ever come up to us fursuiting. Come back
Do
on
you
that.
want to go on that story? Because you know which one I'm going to say.
Oh, creepy guy from
Yeah, MFF.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into that one in much, but
Do you want me to do it?
no.
Okay.
It's and as for the Sandy's asking how we're coping with social distancing. I'm bored would be the answer.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad we don't have to do it. for the
Theo
same of
and
us.
Rigda both have to go into work.
Yeah.
We're
because they're
essential.
key workers.
We are key workers, sadly.
I am an office worker who sends out emails and stuff. I do marketing, so I am working from home, and I am not going to lie to you, I'm probably putting the pounds on because I'm sitting at my desk upstairs eating biscuits, or cookies, depending what part of the world you're in. So,
Yes, cookies.
oh dear me. Yes, no, thank you to everyone who's a key worker who's going in right now, risking everything to keep the world running. That's
Well-
people in, that's not just the, that's people in the supermarkets, cleaners, shop owners, runners, people who are actually just keeping things moving, the people cooking
Yeah.
the pizza, but also obviously a massive shout out to the NHS, doctors,
Yeah.
nurses around the world,
Yeah,
everyone who is
absolutely.
just out there right now helping with this absolutely insane.
Insane. Yeah,
I can't really
bizarre.
describe any of that. So yeah, massive respect to you all for that one. So yeah, thank you everyone. Oh dear.
Yeah, no, I know if any of you are key workers, I know how hard it is to go in every day because it's weird out there when everyone else is indoors and they're safe and they're they're isolating and you're having to go out. It's so bizarre and creepy, but keep going. I'm with you on this
I
one.
look forward to my trip to the supermarket each week because I get to leave the house.
I just look forward to going anywhere.
Oh dear. Yeah, I mean we walked for a couple of miles this morning, just round it.
Oh yeah. We go
That's
for
about what
walks
we can
and
do.
stuff.
I mean, thankfully we didn't see many people. But Toxic Hell, I want to know your secret there. You're saying you surprise people gain weight when they're at home. He's never gained weight. How? What is your magic
As
formula?
bad as
Please
this
share
bird
it.
here.
Oh.
This bird doesn't really gain well.
It's called being a bird, I guess.
Slowly.
Oh, dear. Sorry, I just said that next one. Would you ever try habanero sauce? Well,
What the hell's habanero
it's a
sauce?
very spicy pepper.
No.
He is not a spicy bunny. Let's put it that way.
I don't do spicy foods at all. I don't do any spicy foods. I am a plain carrot man.
Oh dear.
None of your peppery stuff here. Thank you very much.
Oh dear. Excuse me there.
What?
That's me swallowing fur. This is the only problem with fursuit. Because you do ingest probably more fur than you
That
would
and I've been working a lot on making first.
Someone
stuff.
asked how hot it is inside this fursuit. I think the best way of describing what it feels like in here right now is: have you ever been to like a zoo or wildlife park where they've got that tropical birds and plants?
Yeah,
section
pretty much,
Where you
yeah.
walk into a giant greenhouse where the humidity's max and that basically.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Yeah.
Or a sauna.
Sorry, someone mentioned barbecue. Sorry, I'm thinking about food
Barbecue.
again.
Theo, what's that? Theo
Oh.
doesn't like.
I did see someone ask if I played guitar. No,
Aw.
seriously, I cannot play guitar well.
Oh, I'll get
Thank
my
you,
guitar
Kenny.
down and I'll
Ricky can. What is
I would
it
love
about
to
that?
see you try.
Oh dear. Hi, Tiptoe.
Hello, Tiptoe. We
Yeah,
haven't seen you in
Long
so
time
long.
no see.
Oh.
Miss you, Tiptoe. We want to see you again. We'll try and get to MFF.
Shall I do the Patreon questions?
Yes, go for it quickly.
Should we do that as a bookend?
Just as a, obviously I didn't take questions beforehand on this one, except
No.
for just a couple of Patreons, just because obviously, again, in thanks to their support, I'm happy to answer their questions.
Yeah.
So I will get back to the question feed in a moment for everyone.
Yeah.
But, Rick, if you want to
Just
shoot,
hold
who
for
we got
5
questions
Okay, first question is, please apologise if I say this wrong, but he said that yeah. Roque, is that right?
Okay.
He says, first I hope you are all right, guys. I actually have 2 questions this time, kind of related. How many languages can you speak, and how many countries have you been to? It's always been interesting to know about international experiences.
Right, let's see. So I can speak English, obviously. I can read a very, very, very tiny bit of Japanese. I've been doing Japanese lessons for something called Wani Kani. It's been a great help, so I can
You're
recognise
really good
certain
at it.
characters, which helps. I can speak a little bit of
Bit of
German.
German. You're good
I
with
can
German.
order a table in German, and that's about it. It's
Oh, you did.
dreadful.
We learned one word of Polish.
Meine Deutsch ist nicht gut.
Ah.
I feel like, one word of Polish,
One word of-
dziękuję.
Dziękuję.
Thank
Big
you goes a
thank
very
you.
long way. And yeah, I mean, I guess I can remember a teensy bit of French as well. You know,
I've forgotten all the French.
I can
It's
ask where the
gone.
beach is in French, but that's what you get from an English school education. So
Yeah. Myself, I can speak English badly, but no, mostly just where I came from, and I know a couple of words of Japanese, mainly because of when we went to Japan last year. Oh yeah, haha. Okay, bird.
well, we all remember Suma
Plucky,
Masen.
plucky. Here we go.
Yes.
But I think we all remember
Yes.
Suma Masen more from that fantastic Amazon documentary.
Oh, and let's not
and
forget.
of course, James Bay's jingle.
Let's not forget when I got Jinkoya wrong.
Okay.
Let's not forget when I said Jinkoya wrong.
No, that's you. I can say Jinkoya fine. It always makes the people in the Polish supermarket go, oh my god, yay!
I said Politsky instead of Jinkoya because
So-
it was from Dark Books, and I forgot.
Life lesson there, people. If you go into another country, just learn thank you and hello.
Hello and thank
it
you.
goes so far.
Oh, so
it's
far.
the best thing you could do.
And if you're
Seriously.
British,
Okay.
and in British, no sorry as well, because
Second
you're
part
going
of
to
the
need that.
question. Oh, sorry, right.
Yes.
Second part of the question: how many countries? You've probably been
how
to
many
more
countries have I been to?
Yeah, you've been to more countries
Oh,
than I have.
brief. Belgium, France, Spain, Germany, Austria, Poland, Finland, Sweden, America, Canada, Japan. Yeah, that'll be that, right?
Okay, for me it's been
Oh, and obviously Arab Emirates.
obviously home, so America, Canada, Germany, Vienna,
Japan.
Japan. I think that's it.
You France? Is it?
No, I've never been to France.
That would be
You
me.
change planes there.
Oh, that's different.
Counts. We still landed
It's
in
an
Paris.
airport. That's a bit different.
You
It
got
was-
to see Charles de Gaulle and go on little trains.
Yeah.
Where we lost our suitcases at.
Oh,
We want to stay there.
Oh, dear.
Right.
Next question.
Okay.
So one from Hermux.
Yep.
And they say, if you and Theo were in a fursuit calendar, which month do you each want to be in and why?
I would be October because I love that month. It's when it starts to cool down, the leaves go brown, it's just beautiful.
I would probably be. Ooh. Annoyingly, you're probably taking the same month I would take.
We can share.
Okay, we'll be the
It's a
same.
double feature.
Come
There
here.
we go.
We're talking there we go. We're in the same month.
Yeah.
Was there a zodiac sign or something in there as well? What sign would you be?
No, that
Oh,
was
there?
that one.
Oh, okay. This month. Okay.
Oh.
No, we'll be together as we always are.
So those questions from Roque and Hermux, thank you for your questions. If you're a patron and you're in the chat now, just make it known and I'll answer your questions as well.
Uh-huh.
As I always like to. So I sadly can see you as Mr. April.
Oh.
Well, that makes sense because that's when Easter is.
Mr.
Am I,
For the years it's in March. when
am I
it's
really, you know...
Oh.
Well, anyway, you haven't seen me at my best, so... Anyway,
Someone wants us to go to somewhere called Killer Noodle in the United States. I think I saw you say
Alright.
earlier that's in Los Angeles as well. Well, funny, we're actually considering the trip down that
We
way,
are.
possibly this year.
Mainly
If
because things have just gone
if things actually
weird.
smooth back out. So I will Google that afterwards.
Theodore, who made your fursuit from Dark Wolf?
Okay, so I may be answering this question 2 times today. So the bodysuit and all of this is all me. I made this with Shadow's help. The head is basically 90% me, but the base was from a lovely guy called Adam, who's on eBay, who sells head bases, and I can't thank him enough. He's an amazing guy.
Yeah,
But that's it, really.
well, makes sense at times.
Yeah, but that's a good segue, to be honest with you.
It's a surprise.
There is a big
Theodore is
surprise.
going to briefly disappear off camera.
I will disappear and I will come back, and
I'm going to keep you entertained with my singing. You can run with us.
Come with
I'm
me,
not gonna do
bird.
that. I'll get content ID. Ask me questions, people. What have we got coming in? Have I got any tips for being a nervous person at a FurCon? Ooh, I was absolutely freaking out the first time I went to a FurCon, but you just have to kind of remember that you're not the only new person there. Go to the first time FurCon panels, which are great. Try to get into maybe the Telegram groups and that, and just connect with people before you can go to the con. And I think that sort of thing will just help you feel more relaxed. Know what to expect, and just chill. But seriously, no one is going to make you deliberately feel unwelcome. You're going to have a lot of fun. FurCons are probably one of my favourite bits of the fandom. Let's see. Let's see. Theodore, do you have any pets? Well, I guess that counts because I live with Theo. No, we don't have any pets. I guess maybe a raccoon counts. That's alright, Dark Wolf, don't worry. What is my preferred drink? Ooh. I'm going to come back on that one. Yeah. What do I do when I have trouble falling asleep? We use an Alexa with sleep sounds. That really helps. Can I do it? Do I still do impressions of Theodore? Well, as he's not in the room right now. Hi, everybody. I'm Theadore Rabbit.
Hey!
Today we're going to talk about carrots. How's that?
Up yours,
Make my
Raccoon.
impression of Theodore. What's my favourite science? Does weird science count, that movie?
Yeah,
I was always into chemistry. But that's interesting. Nowadays I think it'd be physics. Let's see. Do I like video games? Yes, I do. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing, obviously a lot more time at home. And I just picked up Zoo Tycoon, sorry, not Zoo Tycoon, sorry, Planet Zoo today, because it's on Sound Sleep. And yeah, I'm going to look forward to playing that later. That's my evening there. Oh.
Right then.
Who
So,
Oh, right, okay, everybody.
are you ready?
Yep.
Are you ready?
Ring on the bunny.
Are you
Ring on
ready?
the bunny. Right, everybody.
All right, everyone.
So ladies and
Da,
gentlemen,
da, da,
ladies and
da,
gentlemen,
da, da, da.
Theodore Rabbit.
Hi. Oh my God, I can hear myself.
You're a lot louder.
I am a lot louder. I can breathe. Hi. I hope I look okay. So yeah. Hold on, I want to see the reaction.
Yes, that's a good reaction.
Oh my God.
Have I ever thought about being a voice actor? See, he liked my impression of you for the record.
Yeah, I heard it. You always sound like.
Oh,
Right. So, Aw. I love you guys.
Originally, you see, we wanted to originally show off his new fursuit head at
Just for the weekend.
but unfortunately, obviously due to situation, so well, we kind of said, well, you know what, we're going to do a live stream.
Rector, can you close the door? I
Yep.
just realized.
Yeah, that's good to hear, Hearts. I'm actually going to look forward to that when I get ready to editing next videos
Yeah.
now, because apparently you're less muffled, so
Oh, am I? Oh, good.
that will be really good.
Yeah.
No, don't get me right, Hearts. I'm not gonna lie. I really would have loved to have debuted this at Jeff D. I was looking forward to it and everything. But hi. Hopefully, I look a little bit more toony because that was the general gist, and I think I think we've hit that balance.
You're a lot louder.
Am I a lot
Yeah,
louder?
yeah. There's not as much.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
You don't need to put as much emphasis on it.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
So I'm just Keeler Fulf, I have seen your question. I will answer that in a moment.
So I'm gonna if it's okay, my love, I'm going to re-answer that question that I just
Yes.
got a minute ago. because obviously the game has changed. So, the bodysuit is still me, as you can probably tell. The hands are from Disney, Japan, because I made sure I got it from the best place we could get it from. And the new head is partly made by Mercury's. She gave. I was very lucky to get a Made by Mercury commission head base, and I have furred it and basically put it all together. And it's taken me a year to get around to doing it because obviously of our schedule and everything that's been going on. But this crisis we're in at the moment, it allowed me to kind of concentrate enough to sit down and finish it all off. And obviously I was going to debut it at Confuzzle and Jeffy, and well, you got it now.
Such an upgrade. So
it's such a big upgrade.
Essentially, you're now still at two Made by Mercury.
Two Made by Mercury heads over here. Put your head over here.
Those who don't actually know,
There we go.
obviously this fursuit was made by Mercury. Again, she is an amazing fursuiter, an awesome person.
Oh, amazing.
And yeah, if you get the chance, please go look at her stuff, commission her if you get the chance.
And I've commissioned her to make me some new hands, some new Toonie hands, and some new Toonie feet. So I'm looking forward to those when they come round.
Oh dear. So okay, we'll move back to some of the questions.
Oh, I can breathe so much
You're
easier.
probably a little bit cooler actually.
Hi.
We've had quite a lot of questions coming in. There's a few interesting ones. I quite like that one.
What's so much lighter?
Scariest thing for me at a furry convention will probably be the moment at the moment I'm thinking anyway. Last year, just for the weekend, I was running Price is Right games show. A lot of fun. Price is Right is coming back to Just for the Weekend 2021.
Yeah.
For the record, you've heard it here first.
Yep.
Yes, lots of prizes. But basically, one of the people, Reaper Fox, absolutely lovely.
She's lovely.
She's lovely.
Thank you, Reaper.
Great artist too. She fell off the stage.
Oh, yeah.
Straight away flying back. It's very uncomfortable. Because I was all very worried that she'd hurt herself.
I know.
Kind of my game show.
Ricky was so scared.
Broken someone's arm or something at the convention. Thankfully, she reassured us that she's okay by squeezing the parrot toy that she'd just won.
Oh, that was so funny.
And we knew she
She's
was
alive!
Okay. Oh dear. If you want to see the whole thing,
It's so good.
The whole thing is online. It's on the Just for the Weekend YouTube channel. I'm probably going to share the link around on my Twitter a bit later because it's a good hour. It's a great laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
So much fun running.
It was so
show.
good, and the video was actually really well done. Because it's the official one, isn't it? It's the official Just for the Weekend. It's so well done. You can actually see everything. Hey, you get to see me not only my old head, but my old bodysuit as well. So back in time for a year.
Can I have one from Drexel?
Yeah, go for it.
He says, question for Best Hoopo. Oh, what is your favourite song to play on guitar? I have a few that I keep going back to. One of them is Die Anywhere Else from Night in the Woods. That one, you guys could probably vouch of what one I end up playing a lot. Another one would probably be... what is it? It is... I've been playing Oodle Alley from Robin Hood as well. That's been quite fun to play.
And you're good at playing Flight of Dragons from the Flight of
Oh
Dragons
yeah, I
cartoon.
forgot about that one. Yeah, it's just songs I keep forgetting that I remember I can play. Yeah. And I think lastly I've been just still playing Make You Feel My Love by Adele because that's always really nice to play as well on there. Yeah, those are the top three I keep cycling through.
I'm trying to remember, by the way, guys, all the questions that you're popping up. So but I mean, if you don't answer it quickly, just give it a minute or two and then post it again because it keeps it in my mind that it's still there.
Yeah.
Max asks, how am I coping without being able to go through the neighbour's garbage? It's really tragic. Yesterday there was a lovely looking leftover cake in the next door's bins. I can't go and get it. Very, very sad. Truck asked, what's our favourite bad movie? My favourite bad movie? I think it might be Date Night. It stars Tina Fey. It's really good. But it's not
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I might have to introduce you to that. It's brilliant. It's about a couple that steal someone's dinner reservation at a restaurant and then they get kind of caught up in this organised crime thing. It's really funny.
I think for me, it probably would have to be... Well, I'm not sure if you really count the first Mortal Kombat film as a bad movie. I don't. I think it's a fantastic movie. It's just low budget. But I think it has to be the Street Fighter movie, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, which is trash, but amazing trash that burns brightly all the way through. smelling the room up, but at the end, you just have to love it.
Oh,
Yeah, you
dear.
just saw that as well.
Max is suggesting doing like cocktail. No, that's terrible.
No.
Just because
Cocktail,
we made you watch it, Max.
Max, cocktail is your punishment.
That's
it. That's all there is to it. And it will haunt you for the rest of your life.
Oh dear. I saw someone say what my favourite type of trash is. Furry trash, of course.
Oh, God.
And Conco has asked, has Reggie finally eaten his Christmas chocolates? Long story short, Rector got a box of really nice dessert-flavoured chocolates for Christmas, and he kept tormenting me and Theo by not eating them and pretending to go and eat them, and then deciding not to. He has finally eaten them, and they were really, really not worth the wait.
And we should mention that he keeps stealing our chocolate all the way through.
It's the
tormenting
hoop
us with the
tax.
chocolates
I
he
cannot
has.
help it. The hoop tax.
Goddamn hoop tax.
Are we the only ones that live with a bird who eats all their food?
Yeah.
Does anyone else have this problem? Anyone here living with
It doesn't matter what we eat. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything we eat. He'll have at least 20% of it, no matter what it is.
Someone else, are there any furry YouTubers we'd like to meet?
Well, we've met a few of them.
Yeah, we've met a few.
I've met Bajura.
Yeah,
very
I
briefly,
would like
but
to
I've
actually meet
met
Majira again.
Probably,
say hi.
yeah.
I've always wanted to meet Pukariru,
Yeah.
personally. We got to meet Zeke from the Nostalgia Critic.
Oh, yeah, we got
Not
to
quite
meet
a furry YouTuber.
You mean the
but
one,
he works-
again?
obviously, he's fantastic on the Nostalgia Critic, and he
He was attracted to you.
you keep saying that, you're just jealous.
He was looking at your ass.
He was a really, really nice
He said,
guy.
"Oh my God, he's got a good ass."
And we said we were going to keep this PG rated.
Did we?
No, we didn't.
PG
Okay.
plus.
It's watershed somewhere in the world.
No, it's me.
Who would win in a right? So apparently, who would win in a carrot eating contest? The Energizer Bunny, the Cadbury Bunny, or Theo?
Me.
Theo, he eats carrots far.
Me. I
Oh,
take the
I thought
Cadbury
you
bunny
said
home though, because she's hot. Oh wait, no, that's the caramel bunny. The Cadbury's bunny. He's just somebody who is just trying to be me and is not doing a very good job of it. I'll get the Milka bunny to beat the living crap out of him. Up yours, Cadbury's. I told you once before, and you said no.
Oh, so it's the worst.
I wonder if you'd
furs-
like me now.
What's the worst fursuits we've ever got? I try not to be too
Worst
critical.
fursuits
I've
we
loved
ever
all the
got?
fursuits I've ever had. The only one that I probably cringe at is I don't know if you'll find it now. Actually, I've kind of burnt most pictures. When I started out as Sly Cooper and I was going to MCM, I made my very first head, and I thought it would be a fantastic idea to use felt instead of fur because I thought, ooh,
Well,
it
you were going
looks
for a
cel-shaded.
cel-shaded look.
And at
weren't
the
you?
same time, I was trying to convince myself that I wasn't a furry for whatever reason because I was with some very toxic friends. Let's put it that way.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I changed it. I met Theo and Regda.
Yep.
Obviously,
Me
Theo
and-
showed me how to make a fursuit head properly, and I sort of made the second version of Sly Cooper that was a fur head. And yeah, I was very, very. It was strange leaving the old one behind, but I gave it to a friend, patron of the channel, Lou.
Hello,
and
Lou.
it's quite sweet to actually see that Lou's still giving their heads some life. And
Yeah,
it's really
yeah.
lovely to see it. So, again, sometimes you might not be happy with the first things you create, but don't ever let that be a case for not trying again.
Hi,
We make
Reaper.
mistakes. We all start somewhere.
Reaper?
And,
What'd you say? What'd you
Oh, it's
say?
Reaper Fox here. Hi,
Yeah.
Reaper.
Hello, Reaper. We mentioned you earlier.
Yeah, you told the story if you're falling off the stage. I wonder if you're here for that. Yeah, no. So, if you're creating stuff, you're drawing, you're making videos or whatever, just keep going at it. Sometimes it can take a little while to get things to work.
Sorry, I'm just looking at
Oh no!
Oh no!
It
I
was
think
elegant.
that
Critical
if I was-
impact.
If I was still doing cosplay and not a furry, I'd probably still be Sly Cooper. I absolutely.
Yeah.
I was actually at one point debating becoming Yoshi, but I think I've probably gone back to Raccoons. Who sings the best? Shadow, Theodore, or Regda? Ooh, well,
Oh,
there's only
come
one
on.
person who's got music on SoundCloud, so and
Yeah.
that's Regda.
Here's the person who gets people come to him for music.
If you haven't heard Regda's SoundCloud, was it Hoop Loop Tunes?
Yeah.
And go to SoundCloud, type in Hoop Loop Tunes,
Yeah, he's amazing.
and
I'm
give that
okay.
a listen. His stuff's really good.
He's also really,
He
really...
makes my theme tunes and other things. And he's
I
really
write the
good.
theme tune, sing the theme tune.
Yeah,
Who's
nobody's
the
gonna,
theme
written
tune?
quote.
nobody outside the UK is going to get that one.
Who remembers that?
Oh God, no. Little Britain, go away, please, now. Thank you very much. No.
Oh dear, how long have we been together? We were discussing this the other day.
Yes.
So we dated for about a year,
Uh-huh.
which was about April. just over a year, wasn't it?
Yeah, 'cause we made sure
October.
we were going to go out for a year first, make sure everything was what we wanted it to be, and that we were happy with each other and everything like this. Because obviously you weren't living here at the time.
No,
You
no.
were living in Cambridge.
Chelmsford.
Chelmsford, I mean, sorry.
Cambridge is interesting
sorry,
in change.
Yeah, no, okay, sorry. But yeah, so after a year of going out and dating, we got together, and just after we went to Toronto, I think it was.
Yeah, so we've been together 2.5 years. I actually remember when our anniversary date is. It is the 10th of November. Yay! I
Which
actually
hopefully
remember
by that time we
And
can
I've
actually
just
go out
seen
somewhere.
Tumblr say that it's his and Washing's anniversary tomorrow.
Oh,
Actually, it's today.
Congratulations.
It's today.
It's
oh,
today.
today!
Even more, hello.
Okay, I said it's tomorrow.
Congrats
but-
on her!
Really? Oh, okay.
That's what you said.
Congrats, kitty cat.
Oh,
Kitty,
okay.
Well,
kitty
either
dragon.
today or tomorrow, happy anniversary.
Rector is Dennis Waterman. There are some people here who do remember Little Britain.
Oh. Can I just say very quickly, I can see my reflection in the mirror over
Oh,
there.
okay, you got the
And it
date
looks
wrong. Whoops.
really strange. I'm not used to this yet. It's such a small muzzle. Hi. For the record, by the way, I've only just literally, like today, finished the last finishing touches to this.
Yeah, he
so
was
this is-
working on it about 4 o'clock this evening.
Yeah. I have now eyelids. I have removable eyelids, which I'm really happy with, which I made. But, yeah, this is going to be an interesting... It's like putting on the Doom helmet from Doom 2016. It's like a hut now. I can see everything. I'm expecting a little life bar at the bottom. It's great.
Someone's asked what's the biggest difference between the UK and America that you've noticed?
Fish and chips. No,
Well, the fish and fries.
fish and
wouldn't
fry.
it?
Well, yeah, but those aren't fries. They're huge. They're on fries. They're half a potato stuck together. Biggest difference? Properly? I think it would probably have to be queuing. To be fair, it's just something we just don't do at
Well,
home.
right now queuing's 2 meters apart, but
Well, I think that's part of the reason why we're having such issues right now, because we're not used to it.
Why would I wear a stormtrooper uniform? What?
Stormbird.
I mean, imaginative, but confusing.
mice or
Elegant?
ferret?
Yes, stupid.
I would pick mice. I know a really lovely mouse called Miko.
What's this?
Oh, he's
Oh,
lovely.
Miko.
Was
Sorry,
it?
someone's asked ferrets or mice. I have to go.
Ferrets
for
or mice?
I have to go
Mice.
mice.
Mice are cute.
I just always think Miko when I see mice.
Funny enough, he lives with a ferret. Miko.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
Okay.
he lives with Xander and Alkali. Who do
Oh,
the
I'll
Dragon
the
Show.
ferret, of course. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Someone has said, do we like horror films? We do.
Oh God, I love horror films.
So
They
what-
are my baby.
What you can't see is we're actually in what we call a
Argos
it's our home
Cinemas.
cinema thing.
Welcome.
What's behind is actually a projection screen. So
Argos
whilst we
Cinemas.
can't go to the films, we do at least get film-sized pictures, and horror films are so good out here,
Yeah.
especially at Halloween.
We have, if
It's
we
a
could
nice
rotate the
party.
camera, we have a sound system that goes all around this room, and obviously this big screen. We have a projector over there, and basically we have all of our friends over for a weekend, and we do theme weekends. We've done Tim Curry weekends.
Because everyone loves Tim Curry.
Tim Curry, Japan. We did Japan weekend. We've done loads of different
Yeah,
weekends, but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a lot of fun. And I'm not going to lie to you, sometimes it's better watching the films in here than it is in the cinema.
I do miss our friends right now.
Oh, we miss you all so much.
Oh,
And yes, rats are just as lovely as mice.
yeah,
as well.
rats are awesome. They're
I like possums as well. Possums have suddenly become one of our
Ah.
favorite animals.
Possums are very cute.
Hello, Saki.
Do I like Ace Ventura? Rig is the bigger Ace Ventura fan. I think that's mainly because Rig's personality is pretty much
Yes,
Ace Ventura.
it is.
Basically, he's Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. The only thing I don't like about the first Ace Ventura is the plot ending at the end with Trent.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
That's I
weird.
tend to
That's
skip
not
that
aged
bit.
very well.
I tend to skip that.
Oh, that's
but other than that, the rest of it's
bit
great.
sad. But someone has given a shout out to Rocky Horror Picture Show. Love that film.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we've done that here as well.
It often is what I'm listening to in the office. I'm sitting
Yeah.
there listening to musicals.
Oh, my ears don't bend anymore.
Sorry, I just read one question that just says, "Do you believe in Easter Bunny?" I just had Cher like sing that in my head. It's like, "Do you believe in Easter Bunny?"
Oh, Cher. Oh,
It's another one of our in gags.
Japanese horrors. Yes, they are interesting.
Psychological horrors as
Um,
well, because that's the one thing the Japanese love doing,
Yeah.
is psychological
Yeah.
horrors.
Someone has asked if Bunny versus Cats, does that mean it's a tie?
No.
No, they decided there wouldn't be a truce this
There's a
year.
difference between a truce and a tie. You see, a truce is when we're not firing at each other and we play football in the middle, right? And a tie is when we have food. So there we go.
Someone's asked their favourite place in England. That's hard. There's a few places I like to go.
America.
Bristol's a lot of fun. Bristol's a really cool city.
Yes, we like Bristol. We like going to
Bristol's
Bristol.
cool. Went to Birmingham wasn't too bad. That was a bit of fun.
Go to Birmingham?
London I go to all the time, and that's work, so I don't actually find London very fun. But it has got a fantastic fur meat there, so
It does.
London gets points for that.
London first. Me personally, I love going on the seaside. I won't lie. Maybe because it's something you just don't get at home. At least not the way the English do it anyway.
What, tacky.
Yeah. Incredibly. Well, I don't know. You've been to California. You know how tacky that is. No. I do like going to Derbyshire and Devon. They're a lovely place. I like Devon a lot. It's everything that people think doesn't exist in the UK.
It can be quite beautiful.
And it does.
Yeah, I mean, someone's going to shout out to Lake District there. That's a really beautiful part of the country. Believe it or not, I've actually never properly been to the Lake District. I've been through it, but never actually to it.
No. Maybe one day.
Do I like fish? I like cod. That's about it.
I like fish fingers.
Yeah.
That's about it.
To say I'm a fussy eater is an understatement. I'm a raccoon, but I'm a very fussy eater. I would admit that one here.
I will say fish fingers over in the UK is very different from fish sticks in America. They taste so different. It's very different fish. And I do like the UK's over Americans.
We have a friendly mop in the background.
So someone's given a shout out to Swindon. Well, Saki
Swindon?
lives there. They've got a roundabout too.
Okay.
Favourite Disney
I
movie?
was just about to read that.
Oh, favourite Disney movie?
I'm gonna steal the Who. Sorry.
Go on. Oh, are you? You're going to steal the
Wow, I'm actually.
No, I actually know. My favourite's probably Robin Hood still.
Oh, well, you stole mine instead.
I don't know. There's so many good ones. I like Robin Hood.
Well-
I love Zootopia, Zootropolis,
Yeah.
whatever it's being called. There's some good films.
No, you take Robin Hood. I'll take.
Okay.
I'll take.
Wow.
Zootopia.
And you're going to take, of course.
Emperor's New Groove, because
Regda does a great Yzma impression.
he is basically Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. Go on, do your impression. It's funny as hell.
Oh, fuck, I forgot what.
That well-known line.
I'll put him in a box, and I'll put that box inside another box, and then I'll mail the box myself, and when it arrives, I'll smash it with a hammer. Sorry, I slightly forgot the words there.
Kiev, no,
It's put on the
I
spot.
Kiev, I've never been to Iceland, other than the supermarket, but that doesn't count. I'd like to go to Iceland, although I heard it's really busy with tourists at the moment. So,
And there's a queue outside.
Not literally at the moment, of course. Yep, there we go. Someone gets a Disney Groove. Tango gets it.
Yay.
That makes sense. Studio Ghibli, yes. Studio Ghibli, really good. Pompoko.
Tom Parker's my favourite.
Yes.
So.
The
Agree.
Cat one.
The
Love
Cat
the-
Returns.
Cat Return, love the Cat Returns. I never remember the name.
Tom Parker.
I want to say something about Pompoko very quickly for the record.
Oh, go on, go ahead,
Nook is in Pompoko, not raccoons, and Tom Nook is a
Tanuki.
Ooh,
not
careful.
a raccoon, even though the translations say that. The difference is the tails. Tanukis also have different markings, and you can tell the difference.
And they're
stop
canines.
Please, people, stop confusing Tanukis and raccoons.
Tanukis-
are so different.
Tanukis are canines,
Raccoons
and
are
raccoons
procyon.
are procyon. And another thing that really gets me is the fact that they're so different. They are just so. No,
Tanukis
it's
are more-
because-
Tanukis don't tend to go for garbage.
It's because I hate to badmouth my own country, but Americans, unfortunately, they translate Tanuki and it translates as raccoon dog.
So they just
And they
say,
look
"Yeah."
at that and they go,
Yeah, it's
most
close enough.
Americans won't know what that is. So we'll just take the dog bit out and just call them raccoons and that'll be it. And they won't care and it's fine because they will never, ever go to Japan and look at this. Yeah, that's not happening so much nowadays, is it now? With like Japanese culture becoming such a big part of everything. So for God's sake, please call them Tanukis.
Someone's asked, have I seen Pocahontas? Yeah, I don't like the movies, but I do love the raccoons. It's hard. I really don't like Pocahontas, but they've got one of the best Disney raccoons.
I'm
Miko
sorry, I
is-
hate Pocahontas with every
but
single
Miko
fiber
is
of
so
my being.
adorable.
Yeah, we'll just take Miko out of the film, like we want to
And then he
anyway,
gets his own spin-off.
and then the rest of that entire production can burn in a fire. I
Off a
hate
cliff.
that so much, I really do. I hate Pocahontas. It's racist. I'm sorry.
It's one of those uncomfortable things. Favorite gaming console? The Switch. I'm not even going to.
What of all time?
I think of current.
Current Switch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A machine that's managed to make me like stop using my PC gaming rig to play games with. That's the size of something I can take with me. Now that's got to be something special.
I've got to quickly get this one here. Favorite DreamWorks film.
Oh God.
Mine is Road to El Dorado, and this year. It's 20 years old.
Is it?
Yeah, it came out year 2000.
That's why it's on everything.
Yeah, so
I need to watch that.
Cool. I'd love to watch that again.
In
It's
HD,
so good.
because they've got a HD rip now.
DreamWorks. I mean, can I pick anything? Because DreamWorks produce a lot of movies.
I can't remember most DreamWorks films.
Yeah.
I don't like Shrek.
No.
I was going to say Over the Hedge.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like Over the Hedge
Awesome
too.
raccoon there. It has a raccoon in it. That's how you win.
Come on, give me a few films here.
Sorry, Tongo.
I know
Elton John's
it sounds silly, but I don't remember a lot of DreamWorks films, even though I'm sure I probably love loads of them.
It's
You can come back on that one.
Yeah, it's fine.
Someone's asked how we met. So I went into it a little bit earlier, but basically we met at MCM Comic Con in London.
Yeah.
I was Sly Cooper. You were Fox.
I was
McCloud.
Fox McCloud, and Rector was Falco Lombardi.
Obviously.
And I ended up talking to them, got to know them quite
We
well.
became friends because me and Rector were together at that point, and then we kind of just got together naturally, really, didn't we?
Yeah,
I mean,
it
that's
just
why
kind
we're
of
all so
went with
close.
it. And yeah, then I went from living in Chelmsford and being not a furry to being a furry and living in Reading. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Which is why we got such a close bond, because we've all been together from the beginning.
Yeah.
And we all love each other, don't we?
Very much so.
Yeah, I love you.
I will say that also, it was also just kind of how amazingly well timed we were when we were at MCM, because we just
kept on
somehow
bumping into
kept bumping into each other. Even like, because you know when you go to a con, you like meet them once and you're never even sure if you actually see them again, especially at a Comic Con. And every route that we took, every so often, even
Kept on bumping
at
into.
least once a day on that during like those cons, we would actually just bump into you, say hey, and then we'd just like say hello to you and everything. And it was, again, year after year, we would kept on doing that.
Yeah,
It's like,
I know,
screw it, let's just make it our friend now.
Now we know this is what happens.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I think you were lucky I wasn't Bonnie at that point, because I don't think you would have made as many easy friends with me.
Oh, hey,
So you're
Beaton.
not talking Bonnie.
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Hello, Beaton.
Favorite podcasts? I love Talking Simpsons and Abroad in Japan. Both of them are fantastic. Talking Simpsons is a chronological talk through all the Simpsons, as it is, and Abroad in Japan is from someone called Chris Broad, and he has really, really good filmmaking skills. He's someone who's probably been quite a big influence on myself for my video making. So they're the two that I listen to. If you love Japan and want to go there, it's a good podcast to listen to.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly, Beaton, this has been about a year in the making. About a year ago, very quickly, I got a Mercury head base, made by Mercury head base, one of the very few she's ever made. And it's been sitting on my counter out there, where we just had so much stuff going on, and it's taken me a year to finally fur it and put it together, and here we go. This was the big reveal today.
And any podcasts?
Podcast for me. I like Video Game Apocalypse because I'm a big gamer, and I also like Retronauts because I
That's a
like
good one,
retro
yeah.
gaming.
Yeah.
But at the same time, hello, Mr. Insect. Goodbye.
Yeah, we're starting to get a few now.
I also like comedy podcasts as well. I do like the BBC's Now Show, which I don't think anyone.
And Evil Genius.
I'm not as big an Evil Genius fan as you are.
Oh, I love Evil Genius.
I know you like Evil
dear.
Genius.
Anyway, so I just seen, so Heartsley says, how do I feel about being guest of honour for 2 years, and technically 2 years in a row? Yeah, that's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's put his ego down.
Well, thanks for having me for a second year. Again, it's a big honour to be the guest of honour for JFD anyway. I absolutely can't wait for it again. Everyone needs to come because it's going to be a really fun
I look forward to what's going to happen.
I definitely need to talk to you guys and maybe do some promo videos or something, or do Raccoon in Space or something. So we'll catch up on that one, I think. Beaton, thank you for joining us. For everyone who doesn't know, Beaton does some fantastic videos. just go to YouTube, type in Trash Can Tidbits.
He's very good.
They're really funny. They really make you think.
They are really good.
Go give him a like, subscribe to his content. He's fantastic.
I hate to think how much actual
He
work
needs all
you
your
do
love,
to get
too.
those things together, if I'm honest.
Oh dear. And I just want to say that I'm actually giving people love on that. I think it's right now, if there's anyone who wants to give some shout outs to some artists to do some really cool art, just drop it a message and we'll shout their names out, because I think right now artists are probably also suffering.
Yeah.
Obviously not being able to go to cons, so.
That's a good question.
Independence definitely at the
Yeah,
moment.
no, so, big shout out to all the artists.
I can definitely recommend Reaper Fox because she is amazing.
Oh, she does amazing wooden combat.
She does. I'm getting mine soon.
I'm getting mine soon too. Yay!
Yay! Thank you, Reaper. It was it's got to be a nice way of commemorating my new look.
Oh, definitely shout out to Heart Lily. Her artwork.
Oh
is
yeah,
awesome.
hell yeah.
And she's very generously just drawing people right now to cheer them up, and that's really, really cool. So, Hearts, thank you for that. I love seeing your art pop up in my feed on Twitter. Rick, you might have to click show on that
Yep,
message.
done it.
There we go.
You're welcome, Reaper. You're absolutely welcome.
You're welcome, Reaper, and you're welcome, Hearts. She's doing a free raffle for 100 people on Twitter at the moment. Yeah, that's really
Reaper?
good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, Trucks,
I missed that one.
Trucks asked, which do you prefer to watch as kids, CBBC or CITV?
Oh, of course, that's true.
I didn't get to watch either as a kid.
Yeah, but you had Sky or something, didn't you?
I could watch Cartoon Network.
Yeah, there you go.
Dexter's Lab, Cow and Chicken.
Oh, yeah, you had the...
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah,
which
we had
by
4 channels.
Johnny Bravo, yeah, I know it. If the Sky stopped working, I knew it.
I think Truck knows my loyalty to the BBC. Most like I started watching Saturday morning television with Saturday morning Swap Shop way back in the midst of time.
Oh, crikey, someone has said TCC if I remember it.
TCC?
Oh, wow.
What's
yes, it was called
TCC?
the Children's Channel. I used to watch Dennis the Menace on.
See, this is the thing.
And then one day,
you had Sky.
One day, I went downstairs all excited, and it shut down. And it became something called, I think it became Trouble, actually, which was this teenager.
Oh, God, I remember Trouble.
I watched that.
But no, I think for me, BBC.
I think mostly CBBC for me,
Also
but I do
BBC.
remember I did go on to CITV for when they had things like Pokemon, when they aired it over here. So I would switch to CITV for exclusives.
I can see myself.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. I saw Sandy gave a shout out to the artist Lapras.
Yeah, Lapras.
Go
Hi,
check their
Lapras.
art out. BBC America is. I hear lots of good things about BBC America. When we're over in the States next, I will definitely try and find. Hopefully, the hotel might actually have it. Because I seem to remember that from our stay at the Hyatt for a Midwest Fur Fest, TV channels were limited, but the porn selection was hilarious.
Wait a minute. Who?
Right.
Your mother calls me the Easter Bunny. I'm not going to complain. Why should I complain about that?
He is giving me Easter eggs tomorrow and Regda.
Yeah, granted, this year, there's a distinct lack of supply of Easter eggs, but, if the Easter Bunny can swear it, I'm fine. Fuck it.
Why am I not surprised, Tiptoe, that Biker Mice from Mars is
Yay!
your one?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely Tiptoe. Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh,
Very, very nice.
there's a good shout
actually.
out there. I know of his art. White Shadow Hair is a fantastic rabbit who does really, really cool 3D artwork.
Yeah,
Yes.
Big
he's
shout out to
amazing.
his artwork. Go check
I
that
need to
out.
talk to you one
And
day.
he does work for a hospital right now, so
Oh, good luck. Good luck, White Shadow.
Oh, dear. Discord server. It's funny someone's suggesting a Discord server there.
Yeah, we have mentioned this.
We are in the early stages of setting up both a Telegram channel or chat, I don't know at the moment, and a Discord server. So there'll be some new ways of connecting with us and catching up with us and just seeing what's new soon.
And
So-
there was small talk, not yet though, of maybe doing a podcast.
Yes, we might be sorting out a podcast. Maybe we'll try up the bear.
Yes?
Yeah, we were talking there because he was interested too. So, keep an eye out on that one. How are we doing on time, by the way, dude?
We have been on for almost an hour.
about
Just
right.
going to quickly, going back to the podcast thing, because I want to plug 2 podcasts that I listen to.
Go for it.
One of them is probably well known in the fandom anyway, which is the Drag It Show, which
Very
I've already heard
Hello,
of.
Dragon Show.
Very,
yeah.
very funny, very, just good, all-round fun, funny podcast to listen to. Another one which Mag Ferret and I cannot remember his name, so I do apologise. He does one called Cinemals, where they review films that have come out in cinemas or films that they've watched in detail. Not technically furry, but it's it's them and they go into proper detail. Unfortunately, they've kind of stopped for a bit because obviously what's happened around the world, so they've kind of on hold a moment. But I think when everything's gone by, then they'll go back to it. But yeah, they're both generally good furry podcasts. Those ones.
We don't really listen to many furry podcasts actually. If there's
I need
any,
to listen to more. I keep saying I've got it on my podcast app. It's
Have you?
downloaded and everything.
if anybody's got any good suggestions for a decent furry podcast,
Yeah, I mean, if there's a furry podcast you know of that should
it's not
have
just
shout
trudging
out.
through drama.
I've been looking into doing a video about that anyway.
Put it on the comments and I'll have a look at it when we're done. Because I wouldn't mind having at least 1 or 2 furry podcasts.
I'd also plug
Definitely.
Bird.life. Unfortunately, they haven't been active for almost a year now. But it was Fleeks, Storm Griffin, and Core Raven who hosted that podcast for a good year or so. And it was really lovely just having a bird podcast. And I hope eventually they do come back and do that again, because that's a really good podcast. But it's still on the podcast list. So if you want to go back and listen to it, then
Sweet.
I recommend it.
Very quickly, thank you, Romix. Yee, I like it too. After all the time it's taken me to get this thing ready. It's just been sat there for a year. I've been stressing out to getting it right, and it's taken me so long. I really love it too. Although my ears don't bend as well anymore.
I'm gonna miss that.
I'm gonna miss being able to hide behind my own ears, but horses for courses, there you go.
Shout out to the person who was watching Mr. Bean. I love Mr. Bean. What episode was it? That's like the most British thing I could probably say, isn't it?
Thank you, Mario.
Oh dear. What is Rick's opinion on pelicans?
Fine.
Okay.
They're
I
birds.
like that
That's
pelican
cool.
bird from
mean,
from Pokemon.
I mean, they're slightly bigger mouths than what I've got, but you know.
He is now Mr. Rigid. Oh dear. Max wants to recommend a fantasy sci-fi podcast called Welcome to Night Vale.
Okay.
Oh, I've heard of this actually. I heard someone plug this somewhere on another podcast actually.
You can't see it though. You need a room screen. Okay. Oh dear.
do that.
See, we're getting a lot of love here for Mr. Bean. You're not a fan of Mr. Bean, are you?
I love Ron Atkinson. I adore Ron Atkinson.
Yes, if you like Mr. Bean, try watching some of Ron Atkinson's
like
stand-up.
Blackadder, his stand-up routines, the stuff he used to do with Not the 9 o'clock news, things like that.
Oh,
Electric Happy.
Father Ted, yes.
Father Ted. Well, Father Ted. He
Someone's
can do
giving some
Father Ted.
shout-outs to comedies there now.
Oh, okay. But Mr.
Blackadder.
Bean.
Blackadder.
I don't mind Mr. Bean.
Oh, what's your favourite comedy movie? Ooh, there's a few that I like.
I know which one mine is.
Oh, Vicar Dibley, yes.
I've never liked the Vicar of Dibley. I mean, it's on Netflix. Maybe I should give it another try.
Okay, what's your favourite comedy
favourite-
movie?
I don't know. I could say comedy TV show.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, but it's a movie.
I don't know. What movie? I like lots of comedy movies.
Go for it, go for it, go for it.
What do you think it is?
I would probably say it's Kentucky Fried Movie.
I
Oh,
do
yeah,
like
good
that
point.
film. That is good. Kentucky Fried Movie. I do
For
reference it a
me,
lot.
it's definitely Spaceballs. It's one of my favorite
Oh
films
yeah,
of all
yes,
time.
good point.
I adore Spaceballs. I also
Spaceballs,
really,
that's a good one.
yeah, and of course, Blazing Saddles. I'm a big
Yes.
Blazing Saddles fan. I adore most of Mel Brooks' stuff. To be fair.
Yeah, I'm just going to go back out and say favourite comedy TV show then. 'Cause I think we should say that. When it comes to TV shows,
Yay! Thank you.
I think when it comes to TV shows, comedy-wise, my favourite is Corner Gas.
Yeah.
It's a Canadian comedy set in the middle of nowhere at a small town. Fantastic. If you've ever watched Corner Gas, if you haven't, go check it out. It's really good.
I was
It's
wondering
not
if
funny. It's between that and Frasier.
I was just about to say if there was
I was
Frasier
gonna say
involved.
Frasier is in a little bit of Frasier in my actual character, I think, for Shadow. But
I wouldn't just say Shadow. I'd say in general.
in general, yes, it's had a bit of an impact. Someone recognises this Kentucky Fried Movie.
Who's that?
Oh,
Oh, hello. Hi, Tip Top.
Brilliant.
No, I would say favorite comedy program for me, probably Red Dwarf. I'm a massive Red Dwarf fan. Yeah, no, I think Red Dwarf was a big influence on me as growing up, and wow, I'm a massive comedy collector, so I like radio comedies as well. So there's so many. There's absolutely so many. Of course, Blackadder. I love Blackadder. But no, the list goes on and on and on.
sorry, I just You? I don't know if you're refined enough to be like Frasier.
Sorry, someone say fursuiting on the Elizabeth line when it's finally open. Is it ever going to open Crossrail? I'll always quit at Crossrail.
At the moment, I think it's taken another jab to the heart.
Wait, are you trying to tell me everyone's dead?
I never
Yay!
got into Red Dwarf. I always feel like
Everybody's dead, Dave.
I just never. It's funny. It's never gelled with me at all.
No, it's completely gelled with me. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
knew you like it. It's on Dave a lot.
Nah, well,
Between QI, which is also always on Dave.
I love QI as well.
Ever seen Peaky Blinders? No, I've heard about it.
We keep on hearing about
I've
it.
never
yeah,
heard of it.
Where was it we went to where there was just people
Birmingham.
blindness Birmingham? Absolutely everywhere. It's like, what the hell is this thing? It's driving me insane. Peaky Blinders.
And I
This.
googled it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, it's a program. Okay, fair enough. Well, it's also a book, I think, as well, wasn't it? Is it a book originally?
Might be.
Oh,
I'm
well.
sure someone would probably know better than
Driving
me.
is insane, whatever it was, but not my thing, I don't think.
Hello, person who's late. You're better late than never.
Hi!
Well, it's
I mean, what's different to
officially
you?
they officially arrived at the hour.
Tangaroo really wants us to suit on the cross route. Well, I suppose when it first opens, it might be a little bit cleaner. It's got air conditioning too. So, first sitting on public transport. What's people's opinions and experience?
Okay.
I've never done it.
Okay, yeah, I have got a fair amount of experience with this. So, back in the midst of time, when I used to do London meets, when I first got my first ever Fox Convoy bodysuit and the whole lot, I kind of got a bit nuts. And for about, wow, it must have been about 6 months, I used to fursuit from where we are now in Reading, on the bus, into Reading, from Reading all the way on the train to Paddington, and from Paddington to the London meets. And then I used to fursuit at the actual event, and then go all the way back home in suit. And I did it for 6 months before I nearly killed myself. But it was an amazing experience sitting in London Underground with people staring at you. I actually really enjoyed it. I never had a single problem with it. It was great watching all the reactions, and yeah, no, I wouldn't necessarily say that you should do it, but it's not as bad as people think it is.
First shooting on a Shinkansen.
Before you
Oh, yes,
answer that,
please.
thank you,
Yes.
Angel Oritz, for your donation. That's really nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
First shooting. I first shooting on a bullet train in Japan. That could be fun.
You know
You're
I
up
do
against the
that.
window.
The problem is, taking my first suit to Japan would mean using a suitcase for it, and we were already tight on space as it was. Seriously, right, when we
Plus-
went to Japan, we brought so much stuff, we were literally jumping up and down on the suitcase to get it shut. And
Plus, compared to the fact that
Well,
they lost my suitcase
And mine, and
yours,
mine.
and I'm not putting
yeah, boom
this
air
beautiful
France.
face in that case.
Don't trust Air France with your luggage, people. There's a
No.
lesson there. Maybe if you go to a furcon, don't go with them, I guess. Don't go through Charles de Gaulle. There we are. That's
No,
great.
Oh,
pretty
wow.
much, yeah.
I bet that must have been good around Chicago at MFF.
What's that?
That's
Tiptoe.
one of the things I wish we had done was to fursuit around in Chicago
In town.
when we went to MFF. We need to get over the third foot of MFF again.
We want to go next year or something.
Well, we don't
Oh
know.
no, not this
We
year.
may be possibly doing Anthrocon next year if we get the chance
Yeah.
to, just as the bonus con. But we'll see how things go.
Problem is, at the moment, we haven't got a clue what's going on.
No. Again, it's very difficult to kind of plan things that far in advance. What's my favourite curry? Japanese. Indian. What's your favourite curry? Thai curry, Indian curry, Japanese curry, or Tim curry?
Yes!
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry,
Oh, can I
every
use that?
time.
You can't go wrong with a korma. But you put a. It reminds me of Japanese curry. Oh, I can't
I
say
know.
curry. Oh.
I'm not a big curry
Yum.
fan in general because it's hot most of the time. But I won't lie, when we went over to Japan, their curries, that's fine with me. I'm okay with their curries. They don't like hot food very much, so
I like curry.
as long as I stick away from wasabi sauce, I'm fine pretty much in Japan. So I like their curry. What was that place, Gorilla?
Yes, go Gorilla.
Go
if you go
Gorilla.
to Tokyo, go
Oh, now that was
Gorilla.
What was
lovely.
the other one that we kept going
Craft
into
service.
more often? That was
Oh,
literally
service,
down our
sorry.
road in a hotel.
What, the curry place?
Yeah, the one that we had like those little cabinet.
Oh,
places.
oh,
The
Tariki
one with the tablet. Yeah, the one with the
Okay.
tablet
I'm
ordering.
here, you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Cool cat, thanks for hanging out.
Screen grab. Screen grab. Yay.
Don't, you'll break the feed.
Oh, sorry.
If Reggie pushes screen grab on there, it'll just.
Oh no, I was going to do it afterwards,
Ah.
but
Oh dear.
So,
Yeah, I will say, if you get the chance to, no one was given, if you get a chance to go to a Furry convention, do. Again, they are the best way to meet new people, hang out with people, meet friends, make friends. so much fun. It's just, seriously, FurCons are so good. And again, everyone just puts so much effort into making them run as well.
Can I just say, alright, yeah, carry on. Sorry.
I mean, thanks to the people who behind the scenes of FurCons.
I just want to quickly read one of those out for you guys. For both of you, what's your most annoying British stereotype?
Tea. I don't even like tea.
No, you don't. You like cake, though.
Cake.
No, I
Callbacks!
You see, then you've got Artemis Wishford, who does like tea quite a lot.
Yeah, well.
Nice guy, by the way.
Nice.
He was really helpful on the YouTube First panel that I did last year, and was going to do this year.
Rector, what's yours?
What?
Your most annoying British stereotype? Other than the fact that people think everywhere goes in black caps and red phone boxes,
probably
and the
the
queens
teeth
around
thing.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Probably the teeth thing.
This is the thing, I love
teeth.
coffee.
Yeah.
I've got an AeroPress the last couple of weeks, and I'm addicted to coffee from that.
Oh, here we go. So
Shout out to AeroPress.
here he goes
my
with the
wife.
gay AeroPress thing
I
again.
love AeroPress. It makes the best coffee.
I know, I do like it.
So I've just seen someone go PG Tips is gross. Yes, it is very disgusting. I can stomach green tea when it comes to tea. I just want to flatten that one out.
Also, yes, I have met Benji the Bat. He's
a
lovely.
really lovely guy.
Leo is also just as lovely as well, and they make great. They are also some funny people that do funny YouTube
Yeah, it would
things,
be
little,
quite good
little
to have on a
skit
stream
things
one
here
day,
and there.
actually.
But yeah, their
Yeah.
comedy is very much my sense of humour and
they're
really
cool.
good.
Sandy's actually just put in a really cool, really good advice actually for anyone who's going to a FurCon for the first time. I'm going to read that out. Try to stay grounded. It's easy to get overexcited at your first FurCon. And when that happens, it's possible to alienate people. And I couldn't agree more. Yeah,
It's true.
stay as grounded as you can at a FurCon.
I'm going to quickly get Max's one because he's posted this a few times and we've missed it.
That's fine.
He says, going back to Theodore mentioning Doom earlier, has he seen the painting of Daisy the Rabbit in Doom Eternal?
Daisy the Rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Thumper's other half. Yes, I have. It's amazing. Yeah, I think her and Isabel need to team up.
Oh.
I'm loving the Isabel stuff at the moment. It's funny as hell.
I would love if they had an exchange content thing where you get a Doom helmet in Animal Crossing, and then you get an Isabel skin on like the Doom helmet in Doom Eternal.
To be
And
honest,
it'd be
I'd be
funny if they actually exchanged that kind of thing.
I'd be happy in Animal Crossing if they just put one of those little Doom figurine things that you collect in Doom. You know?
Oh, that would be
The little
brilliant.
the little pop figure
I like
thing.
that.
Put one of those in, and then like you say, put up skin for the multiplayer or something of Isabel.
Yeah.
I think that would just be enough, really, and not too heavy.
I think Noah was given the lesson about Peter on this stream probably the better.
What's this, Peter? What?
Yeah, but no, because Peter get their publicity by people talking about them, good or bad. So
Oh,
I'm
Peter.
not going to discuss that.
No,
one,
no,
but
no. I heard
you can
Peter
go
as,
through-
as in like
Not Peter Rabbit.
Yeah.
No, not Peter Rabbit.
Everything's about rabbits. You were quite sad that Peter Rabbit got delayed.
I'm sad. I know the film's going to be trash, but it's still
It's good trash.
an Easter film. Yeah, well, I'm going to drag you guys there anyway. So.
Yeah, I have to agree what Tiptoe is here said to Leiska about being a bit too young to go to Midwest Furfest at the moment. You're young, enjoy it, seriously, you'll get old fast.
No.
And hey, once you cross the 18 mark, you'll be able to start doing everything and go to cons, and you've still got lots of time to go and enjoy yourself. So it goes out to anyone who's under 18 and or can't go to cons at the moment.
Yeah.
Give it time, you will get there.
To be honest with you, when I found the fandom, I was already old enough to go to all these things, but I really regret the fact that the fandom wasn't there for me when I was a lot younger, because it would have helped me out a great deal, just kind of growing up with it and then going.
Yeah, well, I was 26, 27 when I played Furry, so
I
was quite
was 22.
yeah. The good thing about being an older fur, by the way, is it's a lot easier to do things.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
like make mistakes.
Someone asked, would I consider squirrels to be Easter because you saw chocolate squirrels in the supermarket earlier?
Chocolate squirrels.
Well, that's certainly a non-essential product. But, yeah, squirrels?
I like squirrels. I wouldn't say they're
I wouldn't say
anything
they're
to
Easter,
Easter.
no.
I could use them. They've got
don't know.
agility on them, so we could probably use them for bombarding like birds from the sky, like as in.
Watch your
if they're,
teeth.
What? Well, they've got nuts, so they've got projectiles. So projectiles aimed at birds to knock them out of the sky. The rabbits can get them on the ground, tie them up, and then you're ineffective for the rest of Easter.
I've seen some very odd things in Easter egg formats this year, and some very
Well, like
tasty Easter
stickers
eggs.
on them saying "Please, not essential. Please do not buy."
Well, on the upside,
Or 50% off.
It's been cheap to get Easter eggs this year,
Because
but
nobody's buying them.
it's sad still.
It is. It's killed an entire. For me personally, I love Easter. Since I've become a rabbit, Easter has just become a complete cavalcade of rabbit invading. Like it's just everything is carrots, everything is rabbits, and this year it's just been eroded and destroyed and crushed, and it's been really sad for me.
Someone has asked, who's my favourite musician or band? Reggie will probably guess this one.
Yeah.
Now, it's Man with a Mission.
What a surprise!
They're Japanese. They wear wolf heads. It's so cool. I discovered them like on the flight to Japan, of all things. So I was kind of like just flicking through what's on the entertainment. And I was like, this band is Furry. What the? And they also played really
Just
good
a bit.
music. Fly Again. You know,
We were lucky to see them live.
Yeah, they were fantastic. They're on Spotify. Go type in Man with a Mission.
I didn't
Seriously,
even
they
know
like
much.
metal.
I knew nothing about this band until Shadow introduced me to them, and when we saw them live, it was an experience. I'm not gonna lie, it was great. Is this band we're talking about?
Yes.
Bands
Not-
or musicians?
Not artist. Well,
Yeah, it could be an individual artist.
okay. Vince DiCola would be one of my favorite
musicians.
musicians
Yeah.
because I'm a big Transformers fan and I absolutely adore electronic music. But I have to say one of my favorite bands ever, and I will always listen to them, is Disturbed.
I knew you were going to say that.
I love Disturbed. I grew up with Disturbed. I have many, many happy memories of head moshing my way through a heavy metal club that I used to go to Disturbed. They are amazing.
Oh, dear. Yuma asks, was there a raccoon island in Japan? No, very sad. No raccoon island in Japan.
Just bunnies.
Yes, we'll get there soon.
I know.
Don't worry.
It's sad.
I
We'll
do
not
need
go
to get
this
to
year.
South Korea though because they have got a raccoon cat in Seoul, and I need to check that out. Plus, I can go and say hi to Hermux if I'm there.
Ah, true.
The only problem with being a bird island would be that you go there
And they're all
and
gone.
they just go, and you'd just be sat on a Japanese island on your own with a bunch of birds.
Unless
you know,
it's like flightless
circling
birds,
you,
like
waiting for your food to come out.
Somebody asks what we think of grunge rock. I will say Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and that's going back to kind of my. I was a bit younger there actually when I was into grunge rock. I was
Sorry,
really into
Sandy.
Nirvana in school.
Not my thing. I've never been a big grunge rock fan at all.
I think again, once I got a better knowledge of music, thanks to music games like Guitar Hero and Rock Band, I've kind of learned what that aspect was. I mean, I knew Smells Like Teen Spirit and stuff like that. I only knew like those things, but once I actually got an idea of like different genres of music, I'm like, oh, okay. No, actually, I quite like that. So I'm quite a good fan of grunge as well. I'm kind of a fan for quite a few things in rock
To answer
stuff.
your question, by the way, Beaton, I've been over here for a very long time.
Yeah, he sometimes when he's a bit tired, he slips back. So
It's-
he's
it's
like
just-
a British buddy.
It's no different than I have a friend of mine who comes from Devon, and he speaks very posh English, and then he slowly goes down the country, and then suddenly he sounds like a farmer from the Wuzzles. If I talk to my family, I get better, and if I don't, I get worse. So
Hanson also asks what's my favourite furry convention memory or moment. So my favourite moment of furry convention, the one that stands out the most, I've got about 3. So obviously one would be my first time going to a furry con, which was the first time I walked through the doors of GFT. Going to your first furry convention was magical. I love the fact that overnight, we stayed early, we got up and we went to bed, the hotel, which is a hotel, we woke up in the morning and everything's suddenly just furry thing. They had stickers on the doors and everything. So that's a really, really lovely memory I have. The other one's going to Midwest Fur Fest for the first time, just being there and kind of being at this big... It feels sometimes like MFF's build is like the cons of...
oh, it's the biggest thing ever.
I felt like, yeah, this is right. And again, running a proper game show or a panel at Confuzzled and Jeffy, again, they're both two really memories I have. So, but you,
What? So this is biggest
your kind of the
highlights
biggest moment,
of.
yeah, your favourite moment, or most memorable moment.
I would have to say, I mean, obviously, I went to the very first Confuzzle all those years ago, so that was a massive moment of just a convention in the UK that was big like that. It was ridiculous. But I would have to say, my moments doing the game show last year, just for the weekend, was a massive. I know it was only a year ago for me, but I've never done anything like that before.
No, same here. I was very nervous right
I've been
at
in
the
the
start.
fandom for so many years, done so much stuff. I've never done a big game show or anything like that on stage. Seeing Nightmare at
Oh, that
Confuzzled a
was
couple
a
of
good
years
moment.
ago.
Oh yes, someone
fun.
mentioned
Where
Nightmare in the
Victor
chat
got
earlier.
passed out from the
Oh,
amount
God,
of laughing.
Oh, it's so funny.
When I laugh
Dragon.
when I laugh too much,
Dragon.
I get a headache because I laugh like
It's
really
very
straight
hard.
with myself.
It's very hard to play Jackbox with Reg.
But the thing is,
Yeah.
it hadn't even started, and I was already getting a headache from laughing so much, and I'm like, oh God, how am I going to survive the
No.
entire thing?
Ooh, Sandy said, any opinion on REM? I like REM. I actually sang.
I can't honestly say I've really listened to a lot of REM.
What's the what I
Shiny
sang?
Happy People?
I actually sung Shiny Happy People at Fursuit with Raspy Raccoon on my first Confuzzled. So I played Biff and a few people singing REM.
You were slightly tipsy.
Just a little.
I always am in the evening. I get my big cocktail and I'm happy.
Your big what?
Cocktail.
Oh, cocktail. I'm just making sure.
Right, yes, okay. You're not losing your ID in the not safe for work
Oh,
section.
shut up.
Yeah. Oh dear. What would the biggest impact the furry fan has had on my lives? I'll be honest here. It's changed everything in my life. It gave me new friends, kind of just new experiences. I've done things, seen things, and shared things, and even kind of doing this.
Oh.
I have confidence that I just didn't have before. I'd never have talked to a camera for over an hour right now.
To be honest with you, he scares me how easy it is for him to talk to a camera when
It took me a while to get used to.
I've been doing like fandom stuff for years and I'm still not 100% confident on camera sometimes. I hate the way I come across sometimes, but he just takes a script or an idea and just sits there and does it instantly, and I wish I had anything like that. But he does give me confidence as well, which is
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, and the
I
fandom's
love
has
it.
given me friends, and yeah, I owe a lot to the furry fandom, to say the least.
oh hell yeah,
Absolutely
we
same
both
here.
do.
Uh,
It saved
yeah.
my life, I think. I'll be honest with you.
That's an interesting trash can tidbit we've got from Beaton saying Shiny Happy People was originally going to be the theme song for Friends.
Interesting. Trash can tidbits. Check it out on YouTube. Seriously.
Agreed.
I think they should have got
for that-
Marilyn Manson, like
Have I-
disposable people. That should have been
I'm liking this.
beautiful people. Sorry.
Not disposable.
Well,
Just from Jennifer Aniston again, you know.
disposable people, disposable people, disposable people.
Have you ever had a Carolina Reaper pepper? Yes, I have. Oh dear, is it hot. Fun story about me and spicy food. There's a restaurant in London, I can't remember the name of it now, but we went there on a company outing. for
We're not going there
lunch.
again, so don't worry.
We're not going. You didn't go there. Anyway.
No,
This is-
I'm
this is like way
That's
back.
what I meant.
So this is where I work for a company called Alpari anyway. But yeah, so we went to this restaurant for lunch, and they had a hot wing challenge, and I did not do the hot wing challenge. I did try one of the wings, the person who didn't finish it. It then followed me running around the restaurant like a madman, trying to get as much water as I can, and stuffing napkins in my mouth to try and get rid of the pain. Seriously, it was the most unpleasant experience of my life. And judging by the fact that everyone was passing out in the office in the afternoon after this, everyone else agreed that it was a bad thing to go
I
to.
hate to think what your
Go
tolerance
to a
was like.
restaurant and eat the hottest chicken wings for lunch. I remember one of the guys, the video guy, he went and slept underneath his desk, actually underneath in the footwell. He took his chair out and he slept under that. It was brilliant. Really nice guy, actually. He's the one that taught me all the stuff I know about Premiere and everything. So
Okay.
I owe him everything I know about video editing. He was like my mentor, I guess. But seeing him sit under a desk was funny. Yeah, there are Tungro knows the one. He's been there. It's in Hoxton Shoreditch. Yep, that's right. It is good food, bad wings.
Not happening.
Love chicken wings.
This
by the way.
rabbit goes nowhere near that at all. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think everyone has an experience with hot wings at some point in their life, except maybe you.
No, apart from me. Well, I have once for about 10 seconds before I went, what the hell is this stuff? Get it out of my face.
It's true.
Where's my carrots gone?
Oh dear.
Or chicken.
is
I'm
it-
okay with chicken.
Is it bad to sneeze in fursuit? Yeah, it's horrible to sneeze in fursuit.
Sneeze in fursuit, yeah, it's horrible.
It's really nasty.
You learn not to.
Yeah.
Hurts, but you learn not to.
Oh dear.
Especially when you make it yourself. When you make this stuff yourself, you make sure you don't ruin it.
Oh,
You don't
dear.
piss on your own car. Let's put it that way.
Someone says a boring question, but hey, it's a valid question. My favourite colours? Red.
I wonder.
Green.
Yeah, purple and blue.
Oh, dear. Max asks
Green, yeah.
If Max says if we formed a band made of furries, what would the name of the band be? I would probably call it Leftover Fluff. What?
Okay.
What kind of band
made the Furry.
what kind of band would that be though?
Leftovers.
I'm going to go for one of those really miserable rock sounds. Kind of
Fantastic.
like brand new.
It's really difficult not to come up with names that are inappropriate.
You should have
I'll come
heard.
back to that.
You should have heard of Nirvana's original band name before they
Shitface.
changed it. Yeah. Actually, I think it was that. Actually, it was something that
Was it?
Yeah.
Sorry, someone's asked what are my plans for when this boring quarantine's over. Anyone has seen in the Sound of Music? I'm literally just going to run to the hills and start singing Julie Andrews.
Well, that's not going to help your gay level at all, is it? Really, let's be honest.
No,
Although
because
you're going to end up
free
like that
time.
picture.
Now, in all seriousness, we're planning a holiday.
Hell
we
yeah.
had to cancel, obviously, our trip to Warsaw with our friends, which was really quite tragic. And at the moment, we've got an end of year one, which is on the rocks at the moment. It's either going to end up being a trip to Japan to see Osaka, or we're going to be going to Los Angeles because...
Hollywood.
Exactly.
I want to go home again.
Hi, Drohan.
Oh,
I'm going to pick up so much tat, it's going to be ridiculous.
And yes, that is Theodore's new head.
Who said that?
Drohan.
Hi,
PC
Drohan.
Drohan.
Yes, it's my new head. Hi, everyone.
I like that. The hills are alive with the sound of furries. We should all do that in Fursuit. Am I going to run away to Austria? I could. I like Austria.
I'm okay
it's
with
a
that.
lovely country.
To be
And
fair,
Vienna's a lovely city.
To be honest, at the moment, it doesn't matter where we run to. It's not going to make any difference right now.
Tail hole surface.
Tanga, unfortunately, I've got to fly with British Airways, but at the moment it looks like I can get a good deal on premium economy with them. So.
Oh, God, here we go.
He puts it
Hi,
up.
everyone.
I'll ask it. Oh, dear. Oh, below me.
Wow.
So the time frame is 9:20.
Is
I
it?
could probably go for about another 10.
10
Yeah,
minutes.
another 10
Yeah,
is
okay.
fine with me.
Get your last
Luckily,
10
I can
minutes
breathe
worth of
in here
questions
now.
in.
Yeah, Theodore Rabbit does need a bag that's going to store his ears a lot better now.
I do. I would like a bag.
Oh.
Now I've finally finished everything. I need a new bag.
That's an interesting one. What American stereotypes are you fighting in the UK?
Oh, God. How many? Let me think now.
Saying sorry so much?
People thinking I'm rude. That was probably one of the worst ones.
You're loud.
I'm-
No, that's just related to
Yeah, I get this anyway. Yeah, I see. I get this abuse all the time.
Very
Yes, you're a
loud
loud
rabbit.
rabbit. Yes, you're a loud rabbit. Yes, you're making the microphones
I
pop.
think I've got the audio better now. Thank the help Truck for the record.
Yeah, thank you, Truck.
He's taught me a lot about audio. Dear.
I mean, it probably doesn't help that I'm not exactly thin. But no, I think that, and just eat, and everybody expected me to eat fast food every 5 minutes when actually I don't really much, I suppose.
No, you tend to eat cup noodles more.
Cup noodles, I like Japanese food, and I do like vegetable burgers. That's about the only thing.
I wouldn't really say that's a...
It's healthy, it's got vegetables in it.
Oh, dear.
Pardon.
Well, someone asks what's the worst vegetable for you. They say
Worst
sprouts.
vegetable, anything that's probably spicy. So most likely peppers, because I wouldn't go near him.
Advice for someone wanting to go to America for the first time. Don't panic at immigration.
Well, at the moment, don't go.
Obviously, but if things lock down, it's just expect a million questions from the immigration people and have all like your hotels. And
They
flights
are very intimidating.
printed out. Just have everything to hand. That's my experience. Honestly, that goes for flying anywhere though. So even if you go to a
is.
furry convention, you might get some odd looks from them for saying I'm going to a furry con. But saying you're going to a furry con is not a reason to not let you into a country.
Oh no, hell no.
So just keep that.
Even if they
Also-
do look at you oddly.
Also, don't jaywalk because the roads are a lot bigger than,
Yeah.
than they are
In
here.
the UK, you can jaywalk. Nobody gives a flying crap. But over there, yeah, obviously.
See you, Max. See you, Beaton. Thanks for joining.
Bye, Beaton.
I do
Bye,
hope everyone's
Max.
having a fun time.
Toodles,
enjoying
guys.
our chat.
Thanks
So
for
I'm going
coming.
to hold out just about another 5 minutes here.
Choose one. Would you choose Skywarp or Bonnie? Oh, you're an asshole.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Conco, you know me too bloody well.
I see Life Studio says any sports you like. I like ice hockey. That's fun. Or as you might just call it, hockey.
I'm gonna have to choose. Sorry, I'm gonna have to do this one. Most likely, it depends. Oh, damn you! You're really hard that one. Okay, I'm gonna say Skywarp because I gotta stick with that because Bonnie, I don't use him as much anymore. Poor Bonnie.
You bring him out of London first near Halloween to
I
scare
scare the
people.
living crap out of
You also
children
scared a bus.
and the bus. That was so funny. The bus driver wouldn't even stop. He just gone. I was standing in his body at the bus stop doing this, going, with the sound system going off and everything like that. And the bus driver pulled up. Some woman got out the bus, ran, didn't even bother. She just ran out the door. And the bus driver took one look at me and went, "Nope, door is closed." Full pedal to the metal and off he went.
The thing is, I will say, this was Halloween. This wasn't just a random day.
It was a
so it made
Tuesday.
sense.
So Hatton has just asked, do I like any of the UK ice hockey teams? I used to go and watch Jumps and Chieftains a lot because they were my local, but I don't go anymore.
So do the ice hockey teams in the UK have their own mascots as well?
Chelmsford did. It was dreadful. I don't know what the other ones. I mean, you've got Basingstoke round the corner, and you've got Bracknell Bees. I don't know if they've got giant bees around there.
No bees.
So,
Yeah, sorry.
maybe
Yeah.
we should go and check it out.
Can you
It's
scroll
been a
up?
while.
Somebody asked me, I think something about a holiday. I just saw that very briefly.
Holiday. I can't find anything on
I think it was
holiday.
something along the lines of Easter is my favorite holiday, but what's my second favorite holiday or something?
Is your favorite is Easter your favorite holiday, or if not, what is your favorite holiday?
Okay, well, Easter has to be my favorite holiday when we're not in lockdown.
It's a working holiday.
It's a working holiday, yeah. But Christmas, I'm sorry, it'll always be the time when I sit down with my raccoon and get some new Transformers.
Christmas is one of my.
Christmas has always been my favorite
Everyone's
time.
always in a good mood, and I just love it with all the Christmas lights and decorations everywhere. It's just so much fun.
Thanksgiving, sadly, Thanksgiving isn't big over here, so I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving.
Thank goodness, I'm saved.
Yeah. Well, we still eat turkey on Christmas. But one day I'd like to do Thanksgiving back home. One day.
Black
Okay.
Friday we get a lot here though.
Yeah.
Black Friday in the UK is just some people squabbling in an Asda.
Yeah. Or everybody making the Amazon website crash.
Oh dear, that's funny. Tugger just mentioned, have you seen the Shiz Ashen's Easter video? We've seen
We're
all of
watching
it,
it halfway
and we have
through.
seen the dish that you are referencing, the little carrot-shaped dish. Yes.
Yeah, I want one.
I haven't watched the whole thing, but just so you guys all know as well, I've got a big bag behind the camera filled with stuff from Poundland that's furry. There's probably a few things Ashens might have looked at in that bag. That's coming soon, so stay
Coming
tuned
soon.
for a few weeks' time where I'll be reviewing some tuck from Poundland that's furry.
But no, I want that carrot dish. But I want it for my desk, for my Fursuit desk, so I can put my stuff in it. But I didn't see one in Reading where we are. So anybody who wants to get one and send one to me, I'm not going to say no. If anybody wants to be nice to the rabbit.
We've had a few interesting things sent to us over the past. Again, I'm always appreciative when people send me things. Thank you.
I'll look cuter at you. Look, new head. Look.
Oh, this is going to be a thing now.
Carrots.
I will say
Carrots.
Christmas is good and all, and you get receive things and give things to people, but Halloween is the most fun.
Oh, Halloween is a lot
Halloween,
of
you
fun.
can get the
Halloween's one
most
of my
fun
favourites.
out
We
of.
have a massive party, lots of food, drinks. and
Problem
just-
is, I kind of black out
We always
around
go around-
Halloween, and then evil appears, and then I'm not myself for about 24 hours. And then,
Plus, we normally go on vacation around Halloween, so it's normally my
That's
favourite
true.
time of year for that, because, again, it's autumn.
and then there are passed out kids on the front lawn. I don't know what all that's about.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Yeah, no, Halloween's one I grow to appreciate more, I think. Yes, Easter's okay. I like the chocolate. But
Yeah. And what else do you like?
I like you.
And who
I
else?
love you.
You're a hooper. Hoopers are. Do I have a PO box? No, you don't. I've looked at a PO box,
It's
but I looked at the
expensive.
prices. Thanks, Royal Bell.
Yeah. It's true.
DM me on Twitter. My Twitter DMs are open. Otherwise, if you go on my YouTube profile under About, you'll find an email address. Drop me a request there, and I'll have a chat with you, and we'll see if we can arrange to send it to a box
Send
or
it.
something nearby.
We're gonna have to try and sort something out.
Anyone who wants to do that, try that. Yeah, just drop me a message.
Or me.
I've got someone who's listened to your music, Rick. They like
Yeah,
your
I
music
just
too.
read that.
Where's that?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Where's that?
Cool Cat Alley.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you. That's
very
really sweet.
Very good.
I really need to update it,
The
but,
stuff you saw
yeah.
on SoundCloud, that's where I've been. Aw.
Thank you.
Anyone who
Please tell him he's really good. He is amazingly good, and he is really bad at telling himself he's really good.
I'm alright.
Yeah, of course. You don't
I
do
get
collabs
why.
with very famous furs
Yeah.
or anything.
Anyone afraid of clowns? I don't like clowns, but I'm not
I
afraid.
thought you said clouds.
Yeah.
Ah, the sky!
Oh, no! Vapor!
Sheep.
Atmospheric vapor! It's coming for me!
Someone who asks us
Oh no, it's crying on me.
Someone who says, what's my favourite drink? Right now, it's going to be a massive glass of water once we've done this.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I have lots of
I've run
Baileys
out
in
of
the fridge.
Coke.
That's pretty nice. Baileys is good. It tastes like chocolate. Chocolate. Although I like vodka too. You don't drink.
No.
You just like Pepsi Max.
I don't drink. Yeah, I drink a lot of
And
Pepsi
not
Max.
Pepsi Max.
A lot of Pepsi Max.
I like cocktails, but not the movie cocktail.
Oh, I bet.
Gin. Gin's something I haven't really experimented
Gin?
with yet, Sandra.
Jen?
Gin.
Yeah, I hear good things about some of the gins you can get there.
There's a few characters in games that are called Jen. Jen? No, not Jen.
Sorry, I've seen someone mention the Joker movie. Was that the newest one? I really, really enjoyed that. That was
Was that the
not as
Joker?
anything. But I loved the Joker.
Oh, Joker Penguin? Yeah, no, I love the Joker. It was a fantastic film, well put together.
It was heavy.
Oh, it's heavy, but
Yeah.
we went in knowing it was heavy. So.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chuhi or Horuyoi. I like Chuhi quite a lot, Hermux. One of the things I did like actually when I was in Japan was the Torikizoku, the restaurant where they have flat price and everything. They did some really good Chuhi cocktails.
Which one was that?
That was the one where you ordered on the tablet and had the chicken.
No.
spirits.
Which one?
Chuhi was the sweet flavoured drink that me and Reggie used to have.
Did I have it?
No, she can't.
Oh, yeah, I did.
You
I
did
did have it once, yes. Oh, I did like Joey, yeah.
Favourite
I don't normally have alcohol, but I did once. I'm not a good drunk bunny. You don't want to see me drunk.
Yeah, furry cocktails
I
at
fall
cons.
asleep very easily.
Furry cocktails at cons are fun. You can get like a pitcher this big and walk around with it, and it's nice.
My ears.
Hmm?
Nearly bat my ears.
Yeah, there were Reaper Fox. Yes,
Don't touch the
I'm
new
so
model.
glad to see Reaper. You went to Torikizoku. It's
Oh,
awesome,
did you?
isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. She
Oh
just said
yeah,
that.
I'm gonna have to get myself my own one next time.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a shame that the new Bond film's been delayed. Unfortunately, everything's delayed right now.
I was gonna say I think that's the least of our problems.
I think
Zootopia is
when
probably being
movies-
delayed as well.
When we get back to normal, there's going to be a lot of movies all out at once.
Yeah, no, Zootopia 2 I think has been delayed as well. So you know, crap. Hold on. Theodore's new head is so adorable. Well, thank you very much, Beastly Drohan.
Alright there. Who is your
I-
favourite?
I'll-
bird? Okay.
Someone said, drunk bunny,
Yeah.
you'd be still quite a funny drunk.
No.
He is really funny drunk.
Oh no.
Really funny drunk.
No, I'm not.
It's mainly because we went to Germany and beer is cheaper than Coke in
Oh,
Germany.
here we
So
go,
he had a
yeah.
beer and he got a little bit tipsy on the
Oh
way back
god,
to the hotel.
don't make me
It's
choose.
hilarious.
Who is my favourite bird character from a movie or cartoon?
Oh god. Oh well, let's get
Well,
back
this
to
might take a while. I know two from my favourite games, but
Movies.
I know movies.
Yeah,
I'll get back to you.
There's a fun one from Tungo. Does Coke taste better out of a glass bottle or is that just rubbish? You know what? I actually think it does, but that's probably because they've paid more for Coke in a
yeah.
glass bottle.
You don't drink it as much.
If you go to a restaurant and they serve Coke in a glass bottle, you know it costs you like 3-4 quid for the bottle, so you just pretend it tastes
For
better.
me, I think it's more a case of the stuff's gone almost instantaneously anyway with me, so I don't taste any difference. I just go, why is there no free refills? And how many bottles do I have to buy before I get a pint's worth? So
You and your free refills, you will bankrupt some companies.
I
so.
drink a lot. I always have them.
Remember how good restaurants are?
I remember how good like restaurants with free drinks are, or at least refillable drinks.
Do you like Pepsi Max raspberry or cherry?
I like raspberry better than cherry because cherry for some reason gives me a headache.
I like the raspberry one. Cherry's okay.
I
Cherry's-
get really addicted to the raspberry one. It's
Cherry's
really
okay
nice.
if I can get it draft out of the tap.
I think I'm
Cherry's
with
good.
you on that one.
It
Actually.
tastes different, but your one's ginger, Pepsi Max ginger.
Pepsi
Oof.
Max Ginger, I will drink the whole thing down
Ugh.
and keep on
Yeah,
going.
that's how to get.
And it gets rid of the
me.
hoop.
And me. But I mean, I think when it comes to fizzy drinks, I love Iron Brew.
Yeah, you love Iron Brew.
Soft drinks. Iron Brew's amazing. If you ever get the chance to, if you're not in the UK, import it. Do it. It's so tasty.
Oh yeah. Well, we've seen some amazing drinks over in different countries, though.
Oh yes, Japan, the green melon drink.
Do you know what I really miss?
Mm.
I can't remember the name of it, so please forgive me. Germany, orange.
Oh, Mezzo Mix.
Mezzo Mix. Thank you very much.
Or Pepsi's knockoff Schwip Shop.
Yeah. What the hell?
Oh my
Thank
goodness!
you, Deku Panda.
Wow!
Thank
you.
you. Oh, I'm
Oh.
glad you're enjoying. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream.
Thank you.
That's
Sorry, I
really
just saw
sweet of
some
you.
big red sign come up. I was like, oh, we ended? Is that it?
There are. Sam is
Oh,
correcting
thank
everyone how
you.
to spell it. It's Iron Brew, but it's spelled with no O.
No.
But no, thank
Makes
you,
no sense.
Deku. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. That's really sweet of you. Thank
That's
you.
really, 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 really lovely of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, thank you for your continued
Thank
support.
you. We need every penny at the
But
moment.
no, I do want to say thank you for everyone who's put their Saturday afternoons, evenings, or gotten up at 3 a.m. like hermux in Korea
Yeah.
to come and enjoy this.
Oh God, is it 3 a.m.
To
for
be
him?
honest with
No,
you,
it's about 5 a.m. now, actually.
Oh,
wow.
man.
Just thank you everyone for joining us.
He's
So,
a legend.
To be honest with you guys, this time I think we needed to do this as much as we needed to entertain you.
I mean,
because-
if this goes on much longer, we might find we probably end up doing one in May.
Yeah.
So by all means, keep an eye
Because
out.
we really, I mean, you know, fun and games aside, we're hurting just as much as everyone out there is hurting about the loss of all of our conventions, all of our friends, and you guys are helping us every time we make a new video. It's a little thing for us to, I know we kind of do one every week anyway, but it's allowing us to communicate with you guys. The comments you leave is helping us greatly at the moment. Everything is helping. Even Twitter.
And
Everything
I
is
think
helping.
I think the longer we stay in lockdown, the more of these you're going to start
Oh,
seeing.
thank you, Hunter.
Oh, thank you, Andros.
Aww. Thank you so much.
You guys
We're,
are so
we're not
amazing.
expecting money, but thank you very much.
Oh, dear. Ray, can you just check the phone is still recording?
Yes, it is.
Yep. I wonder how much battery. That's
Yeah,
got.
I'm intrigued to know as
I'm
well.
impressed. We had an iPhone here with like 80% on it before we started, so I wonder what it's going with.
My ears don't.
But no, I mean we'll take a couple last questions. We'll do 3 more questions, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
If anyone's got any questions left.
Can I just do one more quick thing?
Yeah.
I just want to quickly say thank you, Made by Mercury, for like constructing new Theo's head, because I can now breathe. And I've managed to go a lot longer. I think if I was wearing my old head right now, I would probably have passed out. I love it to pieces. Thank you very much. And she's amazing. And everybody should commission her. Thank you. That's all I wanted to do. Is a little, because it's been amazing just doing this.
All right, there we are. So we got favorite Mario game. Definitely Mario Odyssey.
Uh-huh.
I spent so much time playing that. Although I have now beaten that playtime with Animal Crossing.
Did you say Mario game? Yeah. Mario.
Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah.
For me, probably Super Mario World. Many hours. Although I would say,
Thank you, Beastly.
Thanks, Beastly.
I would also say Mario 64 because I basically bought I bought an N64 pretty much for that game in GoldenEye.
Yeah. Sandy asks where I get the ideas for my videos from. I have a really long list on Google Keep. Of all my ideas when they come into my head, I just write it down, and Theo does exactly the same.
Sometimes we just go for big warps.
The list
and
is
just
so long
basically
now. I
come up
actually
with
found out.
ideas.
I actually found out in Google Keep, which is their notes app. If you don't know what Google Keep is, actually has a character limit, and it also crashes now on my work laptop when I try going on it. So I've
That
got
was
too
funny.
many things.
But sometimes, even though we have a big list, it's still nice to get ideas from you guys if we
Yeah,
have any
no,
ideas.
trust me, I do read the comments you leave on videos if you leave them.
Not everybody thinks the same way, and it's
yeah.
always nice to get something out of left
Keep
field.
sending the furry commercials in. I
Furry
absolutely
commercials,
love the furry commercials.
we found some amazing stuff from other countries that made us both laugh a lot. And no, there's plenty more of those coming, so we enjoy making them, to be honest with you, don't we?
Oh, thank you, Yuma.
What's that?
Said shout out to Rector for being camera bird.
He is,
Yes, he is.
he
a
is
fantastic
amazing camera
bird.
bird. Do you want to come around here for 5 seconds just to kind of show your face?
Naked?
Come on.
In my non-suit
Come
form?
around, Regder, come around here. You're always just a voice.
no.
Regder, they know what you look like.
Do
That's
they?
true. You appear
You're the
in quite a few
handler.
videos, mainly in outtakes.
Come around here. Come on, just for once. Come here. Get a hug. Come on, come here. You're amazing.
Hugs for our camera.
We love our birds. We love him to pieces.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm wearing glasses because I'm reading things, but this
Yeah.
is normally me. This is nerdy me.
This is his new
More nerdy me.
This is his T-shirt, by the way. It
Oh, yes.
says Regder on it in Egyptian. It's amazing.
That was made by the very lovely Talus.
Yeah. Hi, Talis.
He's pretty.
He is a pretty. He explodes.
Oh dear.
Well, that came out
Yes,
really well.
Beastly, I've seen, and you know what's funny, I've been seeing the post, well, I was seeing the posters about the public etiquette with animals
What's
on
that?
trains and that before the event.
You're gonna have to explain this one to me.
Beastly said, I hope the public information one about the animals on trains being polite and that, the etiquette ones.
I didn't
We've
know
shown you
this.
it, we've shown you it.
That's it.
They're really quite
Oh no!
furry.
I see what you mean now. Sorry.
Uh,
Yes, I get what you mean. Yeah, that's an amazing.
Oh.
Yeah.
But no, I think we're quite close to a. I think we're probably close to enough furry commercials.
I think we are.
Do
If
you
everybody
guys
says-
think it's going to be should be an animated furry commercials, something about summer, or Yay Bears?
Or Yay
special?
Bears.
Because I haven't haven't said yay bears yet.
No.
No, I have. Yay bears. Oh dear. Can I draw my persona hugging Shadow Raccoon? Of course you can. You can also hug Theodore Rabbit too. Bunnies
Yeah.
give good hugs.
Please, I need hugs. We all need hugs right now.
Oh,
Stop
no.
telling me I look
What
handsome.
did you say? Did you
Gosh.
say hug?
Yes.
Oh.
Yay bears.
Yay.
It's too early for summer. It's starting to feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
summer. Sorry, I've seen someone post it quite a few times, and I will answer it because I know it's a joke one. But if Apple made a car, would it have windows in it? No, they'd take the windows out because they'd call it an upgrade, like the headphone jack, which I'm still bitter about.
Well, they
not
charge
having
you
on
for
my
the
phone.
extra window.
He said yay bears.
Oh dear. The Yay Bears t-shirt, yes, I am in line. I want to get a Yay Bears t-shirt. By all means, if you're a furry artist and you want to do something for that, please do. I'm going to probably start searching for that. Because yes, we will need a Yay Bears t-shirt.
And we're trying to design a t-shirt for myself as well.
Yeah, we need ideas for a Theodore Rabbit t-shirt.
Any
What
ideas
would you
for
like
Theodore
to
Rabbit
see?
idea?
What would you like to see on a Theodore Rabbit t-shirt?
If it's got tunes in it, would be good. Or my unofficial catchphrase, which we always forget to write into other, which is no other options, which was from a video from years ago, which we always seem to have between us, but we never
We don't
seem to
really
get
put it
into
in. No,
videos,
it's quite funny.
which I really do like doing. But maybe with the new head, it might work better.
Oh dear.
But yeah, any ideas, please, guys? I would like to get a t-shirt made myself, so I'm sure there are fans of me somewhere.
Oh, please, Beastly, please send me all the bear commercials. I've got quite a few good ones, but believe me, there are so many. And again, everyone here, you guys just seem to find stuff I
I'm
can't
okay with
find
punching
either.
the Energizer Bunny. I'm fine with that.
Well, Ultra, you
Whoa! I was not expecting that.
He's not real. I'm real. He's not real. He took,
I'm just imagining
he's
him.
taken so many jobs from other rabbits over the years. I can just punch him in the face. It's fine.
Just imagining him as like,
Pink as well.
like when the fact that you said you don't believe in him, it's like a fairy where
No,
he suddenly, where you suddenly say that, and then he just disappears in the dust.
In
You're just a magical voice. You
in the
see.
tune, in the tune work ethic, right? He doesn't come under a unionized worker, and as such, he is punchable.
Oh dear me.
Don't get me going on unionized tunes.
Right, I think we're going to have to wrap things up there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
that's
it's
I'm
coming up.
unionized tunes.
We've been here for about an hour and 45 now.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I can't believe
I
I
can
lost this.
still breathe. I like this head.
Aw. So, yay! Oh dear. What's the last quick one there from Hermux on the Furry commercials? No, I do try to remember all the ones I've included. I think I've done sequels to adverts and not duplicates. So, but, oh dear.
I'm happy to be
Okay.
a Mercury suitor now.
Thank you so much, everyone in the chat, everyone who's jumped in, asked questions, everyone who's donated. That I'm kind of shocked there. So thank you again for your gratitude. I will buy some shiny things. I think these guys deserve it as well.
Yeah.
So
Especially
yeah.
at these hard times, it's very,
Yeah,
it's very, hard times at the moment for,
yes,
having any money.
It's
So
really hard
it's
time
really
for everyone at the moment.
thankful.
Again,
Really
stuff
thankful
the
for
furry
you guys.
fandom's done for everyone is just keep.
Oh,
thank
gosh.
you.
Stop it!
Somebody came up with a...
I like the sticker.
Oh,
So,
gosh.
no, I mean seriously.
Thank you.
Again, everyone, thanks for supporting everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the channel, of course. Thank you for being here.
Oh, hi, Ultra.
If you're keeping
Hi,
the world
Ultra.
running right now, thank you for your help keeping the world running again. You guys, you're
Yeah.
making sure everyone can get fed even.
I heard this saying from a podcast a couple of weeks ago that I won't lie is something I'd like to end this on, which is basically don't be upset if people around you act more crazy than usual. Just remember they're going through something which they've never been able to go through before, just as well as you have. Just take a couple of seconds to stand back and realize we're all in it together. It's all crazy.
Yeah. So everyone, please stay safe. Do video calls with your family if you can, or your friends. Text that person you haven't talked to for a few years. See how they are. It helps. It really does right now.
Yeah.
And
get Animal
Yeah.
Crossing because it
Yeah.
seems to work for everyone else.
Animal Crossing, definitely.
Add us on Nintendo if you want. We can come to my island and see how badly organized my house is. I have 2 urinals
Yes, if you can find me, please do.
and 2 toilets. They're right next to each other. It's
So-
bizarre.
if you want to find us on Twitter and you haven't already, I'm obviously Shadow Raccoon.
And I'm Theodore Rabbit.
And Regda is...
Regda.
Where's Regda at the moment on there?
Don't forget the A in Theodore.
Regdeh.
Yeah, go check him out on there. Or Hoop Loop Tunes.
Hoop Loop Tunes.
Definitely worth checking out his music. It's really good.
And if you do fancy going, seeing some videos on tunes, I have a few videos still on my channel.
Yeah, definitely.
Theodore Rabbit on YouTube. I have one on Road Rovers, another one on Bucky O'Hare, and a few others. I will probably get around to doing some more at some point, but I'm thinking maybe doing a different idea for a channel, or at least not a channel, videos. So if you got any ideas for a smaller video, something I can do like a little blog thing, does anybody be interested in seeing? Please give me some ideas, because I'd like to do something, but with time constraints, it's sometimes a bit difficult.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise, obviously, I'm going to be producing videos every Wednesday as normal.
Obviously, I'm doing videos.
8 p.m. obviously for UK time, 7 p.m. UK time, not 8 p.m.
Don't worry, I know.
I do streams at 8 because it's darker, but
yeah.
No, we're definitely going to be doing. Again, keep the ideas coming in if you see them. If you think of something that you'd really love me to see covered, just drop me a message, tweet me.
Yeah.
Write it on a community post. Write it on a comment. I actually do read all of my YouTube comments. It makes
we both do. I do as well.
We all do.
Your feedback makes doing what I do worthwhile, and just being able to join you here for this sort of chat, and just being able to have this sort of response with you.
Yeah, no, it brings a smile to my face as well. And to be honest with you, we spend a lot of our Sunday recording these videos. And
I spend my Sunday evenings, Mondays, and Tuesdays editing.
Doing the editing. And obviously we do the script writing and stuff like that. It's a lot of time, which we don't even realize sometimes how long it takes for us to do these videos. Thank you very much, guys.
And go check out Hoop Loop Tunes, because Tundra says we should plug it again.
Yeah, why not? Rick is awesome.
Thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic evening, day, night, morning, wherever you're located. I'm Shadow Raccoon.
And I'm the brand new looking Theodore Rabbit.
And we will see you next time. Bye,
Bye everyone!
How do you end this?